And we
Boom.
are live. Welcome back to Xbox New World Order, minus Silly Man Bo, the creator of this show. Bone is off in another realm, another
Yeah, he
realm
on
defending
punishment.
the realm.
He in the
He def-
brig.
Mm-hmm.
he defending the realms and stuff and helping us out or whatever. The evil forces of the PlayStation and Pony bots. Greetings and salutation to all my Xbox family that is out there. Now we get you course we got the same old usual me, silly man flip, retarded man fly wire, and
Yep.
young boy curly young boy blackhead chaos. Punisher may come in later on. He might hop in and out or whatever. And for those who out
Possibly.
there, and for those who out there, you know, I extend my hand to for those who want to come on. Just hit me up on my Twitter and shit. What's my Twitter, John? Flip money 1975. You know what I'm saying? For those who want to come on, whatever. But uh what's going on, everybody out there? What's up, other Zing? Tool man, good old brother. Um Death Mobile. Who else we got in here? Iron Mike. Who else we got in here? We got Sir X Man. And we even got our usual troll. Xbox have no game. And stuff it is. That's what we have. Now Bone is actually out in adventuring in the realm, trying to
We're gonna call
stop
him
the pony.
PlayStation Drake.
You know what I'm saying? He over there. I can't do that. You know that boy Xbox through and through. His blood
No,
pushing
no,
more
no, not
oil than
him. The
anybody.
other one,
Oh,
the
okay. I was
weird one.
about to say, not Bo. Deploy, what's going on, good brother? What's good, everybody? So, we may go off the fly here. We got, I'm quite sure Lawai got some topics in his bag somewhere and stuff like that. There is some things to talk about or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Rumors and stuff that people are saying that's going on or whatever. But before we even get into that, say anything about that, fellas, what are y'all playing?
Go ahead, Chaos. Is Chaos on there?
I don't know what he's doing. He mute, so he might be doing something. So switch
All
it over
right.
back on. Switch it back to him.
Well, she. Well, she. I'm playing Hellblade. I'm on my second playthrough,
Of Hellblade.
and huh?
Of Hellblade.
Yeah, I just started my second playthrough.
God damn, what the hell is up with you and deploy? Oh, motherfucker. All right, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Damn.
so
Go
I started. I started the second playthrough because you get a new narrator. You get old dude, the Viking, the slaver guy. You get him like basically telling the story of cinema from his perspective. Well, at least that's what it looks like at the start of the game. I don't know how it switches up when you meet other people, but for right now, in the beginning of the game, you hear him. He's basically telling you how he sees things, and he's telling his perspective, which is pretty cool. And and what's other? And then I'll just be hopping around. I played some Starfield this week. Played. I'm on Fallout right now. I was playing. Just got jumped off of Halo. You know, just gaming. Nothing
ahead.
crazy.
And what
I've
about
been
you,
playing
Lyle?
a lot of solitaire though.
A
That's
lot of
my new shit.
solitary. Did you just say
I've been
you play
playing.
a lot of solitary? Did you just say that?
Yo,
Can't
bro,
stand it, man.
I've been playing that shit on Xbox. Yeah.
I might have to check that out, although I may not be that good in solitary at all. But I might just check
No,
that
it's not
out.
as good as the PC version. I haven't because
No,
they don't
no,
actually
no, no. I'm
have
saying
the
I'm not good
actual
at all.
PC version.
Okay,
Oh no,
okay.
yeah, nah. I fucks with solitaire though. I like puzzle. I like all kinds of like different types of games. You know, so I'll try anything if it interests me.
Okay. All right. All right. What about you, Ki?
I've been playing Stellaris and Savage been freaking getting my ass into Warhammer and shit and
Which one is that? Which one? The one that came
Inquisitor. She been getting me on
Put
Inquisitor.
okay.
Yeah,
What is
then
that? That's a top down one.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's fun to play with homies. I don't really play by myself because I'm not really into the game like that. But it's fun to play with the squad. And
Oh,
but
okay.
I also been playing shit, damn, huh? Yeah, I think that's basically been. Oh, I am about to get into Diablo because a couple of homies got me into that playing that again too. So I got that going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard a lot of people jumping back in Diablo too. I'll get in there with y'all. Shit, I don't. I mean, well, you probably because you beat the game. I haven't beat it yet,
Don't
but you
worry, me
beat it.
neither.
Oh, I thought you beat it. Okay. Because I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the. You supposed to. I got like half the map done, and then I got stuck on this boss. It's just like he's just too difficult to get past this motherfucker by myself.
Oh, don't worry, we got.
Don't mind that. That's chaos. He at work, ladies and gentlemen. So if there's any interruption coming with chaos, he at work. Hard working young fella. Yeah, he got exposed his craziness last week. Chaos. No, but
Oh, damn, fuck my leg up.
did you say the people are hopping back on Diablo?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
Talk
people been
about it.
hopping back on
I think
because
there's a new
they just
season.
yeah they put a new season in like recently. Well, they actually did technically they did two because they did season three and then like a month later they did season four.
I mean, actually, how far
Oh,
have you gotten in
oh,
the game to say whether it's that game is worth? Well, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I know the Diablo, but I don't
I
know
love the host.
normal people that would know Diablo or whatever. So I wouldn't know, like, would that if that will bring people back to the
Oh,
game or whatever because of the new season. See everybody in the chat going and stuff, going.
oh my God, it's on and popping out here. These niggas, man. Yeah, but no
Don't
Diablo,
worry about it.
yo, but you gotta get on Diablo, bro. Yeah,
Oh man, you know my fear of symmetric overhead view of game. I have a fear of that. I feel like somebody looking up at me and shit. Say no. I do. I did say one day I will try to
well, shit, Chaos. Did you even play Hellblade, or you been playing other stuff first?
like he
Oh,
might be on
that's
the
right.
phone.
That nigga, he's still on.
Yeah, work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
work.
when he come back in, he'll say.
You'll say. But no, but you know, go ahead live. Let's talk.
Well, shit. What you want to start with?
Hey man, whatever you got to pull out your pocketbook, your
Oh,
wallet.
well, all right. We can start. We can start with Hellblade. All right. So, from my perspective, just off of first impressions, and then I ain't gonna do no full review, but we could talk about like our experience with the game. Um, man, I'll say this. Obviously, we knew it was gonna be a beautiful game, so that wasn't surprising. I think just the manner in which they told the story that they wanted to tell, how trippy it was, how
Hmm.
cinematic it was,
Hmm.
because it was. I think we were talking about it, how it reminded you, how they kind of did shit in Alan Wake, you know,
Hmm.
like how cinematic that was. Now, graphically, Alan Wake isn't necessarily on par with Hellblade, but graphically, I mean, as far as cinematics, with the direction in which they decided to go with how they told their story, kind of reminds you of what Alan Wake did, but just took it to another level. Because like the transitions in that game are fucking nuts. Like sitting there having dream sequences, and then you fucking fade in and fade out, and you're in a different place, and she tripping balls. basically because she's like all in her fucking head. Like I think that's the difference. Like in this game, in the first game, you don't really go to different places in her head, but in the second one, you do. Like she'll have like some vision, and then you're in like a different location or something. Like I remember we had the whole cave shit. The cave shit was basically you being in a different location, but you're really like in the real world. But what she sees is like she's somewhere completely different.
Don't worry about everything. We got you. We got you. We ain't gonna forget about that one. Good
Uh,
look. Hey, think I'm telling you, if you want to come on, just let me know. But go ahead, live. I'm
well,
sorry.
you talking about the shit talking and people saying and all that dumb shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
we
no,
can
but
talk
go ahead.
about that, but we just
No,
talking
no.
about our stuff first before we get to
Get to the
the
nitty gritty. Go ahead.
ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like to me, man, man, they stepped it up. The fighting. I'll tell you this, man, because I beat Hellblade literally the day that Hellblade 2. Well, no, I beat it the day before. It was like sometime at night, and then I
Yeah, I
played it
did
at
see
like
one. I
seven
did
o'clock
see
in the
one.
morning.
Right.
Yeah, so I beat it the day before, but I had been playing for like what started like the week before because it ain't that long. Like, Hellblade 1 ain't
Damn
that
it.
long.
Okay. So let me
So
see. Is it about the same amount of time as Hellblade 2?
like the length of the game,
Yes.
it's hard to say. And I'll tell you, and the reason why is the puzzles are longer in Hellblade 1. Like there's a sequence when you're like in like this it's not a cave. What would it call it? Like it's kind of a bit of a maze of
I know you
sorts. Like
talking
you
about
basically
that
got to
castle.
that's
That's where I stopped
yeah.
at. Cause I ain't
Yeah,
want
you
to
got
play
to.
it no
It's like
more.
3 doors you got to go through, and
I
then you
think
got
it's
to
the
find.
cave. Yeah, I
It's
forgot.
not.
I think
It's
it's the
not. It's
cave.
not a. It's not. No, it's not a cave. It's like yeah.
Like
It's
a castle or
like a
something.
fortress. It's like a
Right.
fortress.
Yeah.
And
It's like in the dungeon or something. I was lost. I was like, what the?
no, not that part.
Wait a minute. It's
That's
more?
another part. No. Yeah, I'm talking about the one before that. Not when you actually go. That's later. The castle's later in the game. That's basically the end. But like the
Okay.
one
Well, then I don't know
before,
what the fuck.
it's like
I don't know what
the
the fuck I
first
was
place
at
you
then.
want, like right, basically the first location that you go right after you get off the boat. You do all that walking and all that shit, and you run to them doors, and it's like 3 doors that you gotta unlock in order to get through that section. And it was just mad of those, a whole bunch of those like hieroglyphic uh, puzzles that you had to do, and you had to basically like walk through the little, you had to look through the little window or the whatever you call that shit, like a dream catcher type looking shit, so you can see like it shows different shit on the other side. So
Right.
they did kind of well they didn't do the whole dream catcher shit, but they did do those hieroglyphic shits maybe 4 times because you had once in the beginning, you had to do it when you went to the place where all them people got slaughtered, and then you had to do it, I think, closer to the end when you're trying to get outside of the what is that shit out of the cave or whatever. Now that
Hmm.
long ass cave when you're looking for the hidden people or hidden folk, whatever they call them motherfuckers. Um, but I'll say that, like, so it's hard to say which game is longer. I feel like the puzzles are definitely harder
On the first one.
on the first one. Yeah. So
Hmm.
so you could say it artificially made the game longer, and because you run so slow. Because Hellblade, you only run really like you run. Obviously, there's a run button, but you only run really fast in sections that they want you to run, like have her like actually
Yeah.
sprint. Which is why that when it came to the 30 FPS and all that shit, it shouldn't really matter because you're not moving but so fast. Because it's not one, it's not a shooter. Everything is hand to hand combat and it's super close and cinematic. So you really having it at 60, which I played on PC, and to be honest, man, it's like you really don't have a huge advantage when it comes to that. It really doesn't. I mean, it feels
Even on
damn near the
PC.
same. Yeah, because the character doesn't move that fast. Like it's not like in Alan Wake. If you play Alan Wake on 60 versus 30, you can see the difference. Because bro, you playing with guns and you're shooting shit and shit's coming at you fast. That's not Hellblade. Hellblade is a lot slower paced game. You know. Now, so like the time, I don't think the time matters. I mean, as long as it didn't feel like um a drag, and I feel like it's short enough that you don't feel like you're doing anything too long to make you bored of doing the shit. Like by the time you even get to that point, you're to the next thing. But the story is crazy, yo. And to be honest, do we even find the hidden folk? I don't think we did, yo. Did we?
On the first one,
No, on the second one.
to find a hidden. I
Remember,
missed.
you're supposed to look for them, but I don't remember if we ever actually found them.
Damn, I forgot. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean,
I
because
was very.
I gotta play that's why I'm going through the narrative for the
I
second
might have
time.
to do
So,
it. I might have to do it a
like,
second time myself because it's a couple things. It's a couple think a
like you
couple
got the
symbols and stuff that I didn't get from achievement. I'm like, yo, that's achievement. I didn't
oh
know.
yeah, yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
that's the other
It's
thing.
like
Like
three. It's like three of them that I didn't get.
to get the different narratives, you have to get all the symbols, not the trees, but all the shit from that little thing of wood. Kind of
Uh
like the
huh.
same thing in the first one. The first one had way more of them though. You had like I don't know how many of them shits you had to find on that fucking circle. And I played that shit. I beat that shit 3 times. I still never got on them shits because I will always wherever it is, I must be missing it. But I'll tell
Oh,
you this. I think the
you
reason
falling
why I
asleep
didn't.
when you playing the game. That's why. you
I mean,
you might be
yeah,
falling
that's
asleep.
that's possible too. But I would say this in the second one, the thing. Well, one you gotta like you have to try to look around and make sure you take all alternate paths. Now the things that you see, like when you see the faces in the rocks, those are always the tree shit, whatever those tree collectibles are. But the other shits are just alternate paths that you got to take in order to find that stalk of wood that tells you different components of history.
Right.
Oh, yeah, but now the game is fire though. The game is fire. I mean, I can understand from
Hey, uh,
I what up.
hey, I just wanted to say one thing. Go Pacers. I just wanted to show and get people mad because that's where I'm from. That's my hometown. So yeah, them niggas getting it. That's all y'all guys can resume.
This
Wait, what
motherfucker get it.
happened?
He talking about his team. He talking about his team.
Oh, he said
The
go
Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they won.
He
I ain't
ready.
watch it. I ain't
He
watch. I
ready.
ain't watch. I was trying
He
to
ready to
watch
do jumping jack for.
the.
He ready to do jumping jack for Jesus.
I've been watching the WNBA more than I've been watching the NBA playoffs because the only games I be watching is the Maverick games. I don't give a fuck about the teams in the East. Boston, I don't give a fuck about them, and Pacers, I definitely don't give a fuck about them. So it's
They was just
whatever.
talking about.
See
They was
them,
just
see
talking
them
about
niggas
that
in the
in the
finals.
They're talking about that in the goddamn chat in the Xbox Live party.
Yeah, I'm watching Angel Reese. She was doing her thing, man. She got choke slammed earlier, but she still played. But nah, but now the game. Listen, man, the game was fire, bro.
I look
Um,
at it. I look at the game and notice the mechanic of the game is totally different than than a lot of games that I have seen. Like you know how you got quick time events, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't just don't hold your hand
Well,
with quick
how
time
you
events.
feel about that? The fact that they don't really tell you how to do everything. You kind of got to figure that shit out on your own.
Um,
Like they tell, like they basically going into it like, nigga, you played the first one. All right, continue. They kind of play it like that.
yeah, no, yeah, no, but in the beginning of the game, it give you it catch you up what happened on the first one. It did that. I'm like, wait a minute, what the
No,
hell
no,
is
no. I'm
this?
talking about as far as the combat though. They don't tell you
Oh, the combat? No,
they don't
no,
tell you how to
oh no,
fight.
they
They
didn't.
give you
No,
the
no,
instructions, but like if you never
no.
play Hellblade, you don't know like, all right, I need to use my X and Y. It tells you, but you know what I mean? Like if you don't really do trial and error, because each enemy fights different. Like when you got a guy stumbling, you need to go at one with the heavy. Don't be trying
I
to
know.
slash at him because what happens is if you slash at a dude that you got stumbled, what he gonna do is he'll take that first hit, but he always gonna come around and fucking hook your ass. Or you gonna,
It's a
or you
pattern.
got that dude with the shield that come in, he be rushing you and flipping you over and
No,
shit.
no. How about the dude with the fire? How
Oh
about the
fuck
guy
that nigga,
with the
man.
fire? The dude, big boy with the fire, with blowing the fire. They put in what is? I guess medieval time. What is that? What
Yeah,
is
because you
that?
got you got the two, you got to
14th
do with the
century
fire and you
blowing
got to do with
fire.
that mace too. That fucking, I hate that dude with that mace too. He's a
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't
annoying
understand
too.
that one. I didn't understand that one. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Well, I understood it, but I was just upset. I'm making up excuse because I was getting my ass handed to. They would body beating me for a little bit, man. I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah,
yo, it's not
like
easy.
I got my ass.
It's not
For the
easy.
most, like so. But the funny thing is, on the second, yeah, I would get on my first playthrough, I was getting my ass whooped a lot. Now, see, the second time around, I'm coming in. You know, I kind of already know, so like I didn't really get hit that much before getting to the first area where you gotta go see those crazy people that butchered all those people in that town and shit.
Oh, the Viking.
The droggers or whatever. Cause you got,
It
all
was
right,
the
so you
Viking.
got the,
Yeah, that
huh?
was the Viking. That was the Viking that was
Nah,
killing the
them niggas
people.
ain't the Vikings. The Vikings are the guys that came and got your ass. The
Yeah, that's what
slavers.
yeah, that's
Nah,
what
the
I'm saying.
joggers
There
are
was
like
no.
some. Those are the crazy people who be wearing all that fucking animal skins and all that shit.
I thought they was the Viking. That's what I thought they were.
No, nah, the Vikings are the dudes that came and got your ass. Those are the Vikings.
That shit had me dying. I said, yo, wait a minute. Like, who the fuck is these dudes? Like, what about the creatures and stuff that was in the cave and stuff? I said, who the fuck is
I
this?
think I think the creatures in the caves are the hidden folk. I think that's who they are. But they don't. But I don't remember them explaining that. Or maybe I got it mixed up. It's possible. That's why I'm on my second playthrough. But um, but I believe those are the hidden folks that you got to deal with, those little fucking ghoulish golem type motherfuckers that run around in that damn cave. Them motherfuckers is cheaters too. They be throwing hella dirt in your face.
Yeah, yeah, I'll tell you that the combat
You
system
could block that shit though.
is way better.
If you
Yeah,
time it right, you could block it.
yeah, but no, not listen. Even if you block it, when you block, it hurts. It's like yo, they hit you hard when you be trying to block that jaw. Cause I noticed
Yeah,
when I block it, cause I blocked it every time I block it. It seems like the stronger they get, or they come up with something else and hit me with it. Like I noticed
yeah.
the game adapt to the way that
No, it
you're
do.
utilizing your fighting skills toward them. They adapt it. That's the problem is like, okay, I'm blocking, bang, bang, I'm blocking, but then they'll do something totally different that'll catch you off because I'm trying to dodge and block at the same time. And I'm
Yeah,
over here
like
trying to do
the
combinations. Like,
but the other thing is, I think the difference between the first game and the second game is people forget that she's she's oh shit, she's blocking shit. I mean, she's fighting shit in her head. She's not fighting actual people. None of that shit she fought in the original game was real. None of it. That's
It
why they
is
just would
now.
fucking that's why they would disappear. In the second game, when
They
she's in
real.
the real world, you know she's fighting shit in the real world. When she's in her head, you can see how she's fighting shit in her head. Now you can see the difference. Everything's way darker when she's fighting in shit in her head. Everything's it's either dark or very foggy. You know what I mean? Like very isolating when she's fighting shit in her head. So it's different, and which is why your combat system
Who,
is also different. You
who,
don't,
who,
you don't,
who
huh?
you fighting in the head? Who you fighting in the head? 'Cause all them motherfuckers like they was real. Because when
No,
it's
no,
over,
no,
you see bodies on the ground. I'm like, oh shit.
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not the guys that you fight. I'm talking about like when you fight certain characters. Like, all right, when you go in the forest, right? That section when you're in the forest with the torches, those that shit ain't real. None of that shit's real. The section when she's fighting the little motherfuckers crawling around in the caves, none of that
Yeah.
shit's real.
Right,
Because you're
right.
not
Okay, I got what you're saying.
because you gotta remember when she wakes up, she's not in the cave. But you could literally see all the different levels of the shit that you were around. You'd be like, oh, that's this. When I was trying to open this, oh, okay. So I wasn't here the whole time, but in my mind, like it shows you like when she goes into that kind of sequence, it shows you like it's almost like a mirrored world, like almost like she goes into an upside down state in her mind. Like she even when she battles the giants, she's not actually physically doing it.
No, she not.
She's doing it in her head, and that's the only plane that you're able to combat those giants. You can't physically do it in the real world. So so like the dude, he's probably looking at shit like them confronting each other, like standing next to each other and facing each other, but
My bad, y'all.
he don't know what's
Spoiler.
going on, huh?
My bad. Spoiler. Spoiler. this nigga lie about to spoil the game for those who didn't play it. I would have spoiled it for those who didn't play it, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
But fuck y'all.
This
oh,
ain't like the other show where we were spoilerific.
It is tonight.
I,
Fuck
didn't- I,
y'all.
didn't- I didn't, I
He
didn't give
said
Fuck
away.
it
y'all.
is tonight.
It is tonight. Fuck y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all should
I
have
didn't give
been in
away.
the goddamn game.
I ain't give away no specific plot points. I'm just saying in general.
I'm about to. No, but no,
Oh well.
but all joke. I mean, like the dynamic of the game. Like, okay, they said, hold on, let me see. Since we talking about this game and we on the topic of it,
Yeah, the game is
the
phenomenal,
graphic,
man.
the graphic of the lighting system in this game is fucking ridiculous.
Oh no, the game is like the game. This is. What could you compare it to? Shit. Um, this is what it's like.
You can't compare it to nothing. There's no
No,
game.
no, not graphically. No. I'm trying to think of like a game that we had at a like because Hellblade, as even as graphically impressive as the first one was, it wasn't the most graphically impressive game at that time. Uncharted still looked better. What was the other game that came out on PlayStation? I don't think God of War was out yet.
You know why it looked it better? I can tell you why it looked it better. I can tell you why it looked it
What
better.
came out? What came out when Hellblade came out? It came out on one of the was it Spider
Oh,
Man?
no.
It
No.
had it was a big year for PlayStation that year when Hellblade came out because
Was
it
it?
was just like a plus. Maybe it was 2017.
When did it
So
come out for the Xbox? It came
I
out for
know
the
it's
Xbox like a year later, didn't it?
yeah, it probably came out 2018
Or
or
something.
20
No, no, no,
or
no. When Microsoft got it, they bought the company.
no. They got the game first. I remember playing it before
No, no, I
before.
know. Sony had it first, but when Microsoft got it, Microsoft bought the company.
No. What I'm saying is I played it before they announced that they bought it.
Oh,
So
that's
say
what
they
you're saying.
but
Okay.
say they bought it. They bought so whenever they made that, I think they made that announcement too. All right, so maybe the game came to PlayStation in 2016. We probably got it in 2017, and then they made
Mm-hmm.
the announcement in 2018.
Right, something
during that
like that.
whole the first, because remember they did an announcement of a lot of purchases 2018 and 2019 because Hellblade was, I mean, Ninja Theory was that first group that was announced. Now, I want to continue talking about the game before we get into the whole bullshit of, you know what I mean? Because we could talk about that bullshit for the rest of the podcast, for to be honest.
Yeah.
But like, to me, the combat is fire. I know I know that it might not be everybody's cup of tea because you're not going with multiple weapons and all that stuff. But what I feel like is the design of the game. It made sense for what you were for the length of the game. Because combat isn't. It's not like you're fighting the whole time, but it is a major part of the game. So it doesn't make enough to me. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to give you a ton of combat options that you're never going to use because that's not the focus of the game. I mean, is it a nice option to have
Niggas
just to
will
have it?
coordinate anything.
I guess, but it to me it doesn't make or break a game having to, like, I'm gonna just give you a bunch of shit that you're never gonna use because that's not the focus of the game. We're just gonna do it just to check a box here. I don't really see the point in that, especially because you got to remember this team, even though they have Microsoft's backing and all that stuff. Look, they're doing shit on a budget, and their budget isn't just based off of money. People think when you're talking about a budget, it's only money. No, time is the biggest budget. You're trying to get out something in a specific amount of time, and guess what? Doesn't matter how much money you throw at something, you can't get time back. That's not how that works. So you have to make sacrifices and choices based off of what you really need and what you really want to convey in your game. And and people got to remember, it's only 80 people that helped make this game. We're not even saying 80 people were there the full duration of the game. Just saying at the height of whatever the production was, 80 people worked on it. It's not like fucking Uncharted or The Last of Us when you have 14,000 people working on that shit.
I think that, well, for this team, I thought they had got more people to help make this game. I thought
Mm-mm.
they got a little more than that. But I don't know how many people that made it when
No,
it
no,
first
because
came
it
out. You
started.
just said
Remember,
it's
the
like
first one was
80.
only 20 people.
I thought it was. I never knew how many people was on the first one.
Yeah, it was 20. So they have 40 on. I mean, 80 on this one.
I think even if they had, I think the budget thing came in is when they told Microsoft what they can do with that budget, and I think what it is, Microsoft just apply whatever necessary needs that they need for that game. Like, okay,
Well,
well, you can do this on this budget. Let's see what it looks like on Unreal Engine, because I don't know, was the first one on Unreal Engine?
You
I
can
don't know.
tell. You
I
can
don't
tell
know.
they really learned their lesson from what happened with Redfall.
yeah,
Oh,
but
they right.
huh?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Right. Because I'm sitting here looking like, well, maybe Microsoft said, what can you do with this? Because we all know, as we know now, when it was talking about Unreal Engine 5, again, Microsoft had already had their hands on it. They don't have to let us know that they had their hands on Unreal Engine already. Microsoft been had access to Unreal Engine. Quite a few companies had access to it already and stuff like that. While they're talking about, yeah, we got this new engine called Unreal Engine 5. But trust and believe, Microsoft was working hand in hand when that shit was coming out with that. Because the level of graphic shaders and textures that they have for this game and stuff is unbelievable. This is like this game is you look at it, it's photorealistic. Like what the fuck is this? Like what is this? Why this game look this good? Now, I
Well,
mean,
I
don't get
mean,
me wrong. The old one looked good though, and
yeah,
that's what I was looking at. Like, wait a minute, no, but the old one looked good.
yeah, it did, and the thing like this is the thing for this game, they
They
chose to
only
go
80
with
people. Okay.
focusing on what they wanted to focus on and control. I have no issue with that. I know some people make comparisons of like, well, you can't interact with this, you can't interact with that. I was like, yeah, that's all well and good, but that was never the plan, the thought of that game to be in the first place. You couldn't do none of that shit in the first one. You know what I mean? Like that's not what they were trying to convey in their story. Like, yeah, could they ever? Because if you think about it, outside of combat, you can't break shit anyway. See, Senua is not just walking around swinging a fucking sword. You just be doing it.
I hope nobody wasn't complaining about that.
No, motherfuckers do
I don't see
because
understand.
it's not that type of game though. I mean, but again, I gotta say, I play all kinds of shit. Like games that people don't like, I like. Like I thought scoring was fire to me, and its combat wasn't great because people didn't understand. They thought because they gave you guns and shit, it was a shooter. I'm like, nah, nigga, this is a puzzle game through and through. Like that's exactly what this game is. Like your best bet is to try to avoid killing shit or getting in confrontation more so than actually, going up against shit. But motherfuckers didn't get that. They out there trying to shoot fucking monsters with with that terrible ass gun that they had and was out there getting fucking ragdolled. I'm like, see what? So dumbass for not realizing this is a fucking puzzle. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's for what it is, it's an amazing experience. Like that, for anyone who goes into it looking for that, you know, I think you'll really enjoy it. I mean, to me, it's like shit. It's like watching certain movies and shit. Like if you go into the movie not expecting it to be something else, you can find yourself enjoying it. I mean, as long as it's a good movie.
It
But when
just,
you
it,
got people that go into a movie expecting it to be like another movie, it's like, well, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
yeah, I don't understand that. This game to me is this game is hand down. This and what's the other game? Island Wait are true next generation game graphically. It is. It is
Yeah.
what it is. And if you want to compare these, you want to compare this game to the Order 1886 and shit that I've seen, we got to stop that.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's not.
graphically, I can understand what they people are saying, like, or like with
I
the
don't.
cinematic feel and the letterbox shit. I can understand why people feel that way. But at the end of the day, the order was still very much a gamey ass game. It's just that with that, it was very limited in what it like. Hellblade isn't coming to you in a gamey feel. There are no HUDs on the screen for Hellblade at all. There is not a single HUD, not one.
It's a
There are
one
HUDs
shot.
on.
And,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't even got no
and
life bar for you or the other person. There are no life bars.
like what Cypher Man was saying, like it's like one camera, one shot. Like it's like one camera, one shot. That they, cause the way this game is, the way the camera and how this game is playing, you have no indication on when that person is about to attack you. You don't know that.
Yeah,
Your best get is, oh snap. When only indication that you have with for you to combat whatever type of style of fight that they coming with you is when you see them raise their weapon. That's the
yeah,
only way you know. You're like, oh snap, you about to hit me. Like you literally have to sit here and watch it. There's no Q click button that you gotta hit. the play to defend yourself. That it does not happen like that. Even with the fireball, you don't know when he's going to blow that fire at you. You don't know when they're
No,
going to swing. You
no,
don't know
because
when they're going to
it's like
come
a
at
game.
you
It's like a
and you
game
see
in
them.
the cat and mouse. It's like you gonna go. It's like you going back and forth. You gonna go? Are you gonna go? I can go, but are you gonna go? Because right when you be feeling like, oh, I'm gonna swing at this nigga, you be like,
Get you.
damn, I should have countered because this nigga hitting me right now. Fucking
Right,
bitch.
right. You don't know when they're going to hit you. All you know, all you have to learn is when you have the opportunity to strike first, to strike before they hit you. Because if you don't pay attention, oh, you're gonna miss that and they're gonna fuck you up. Because a couple
Yeah.
times when they backed up, I was like, oh shit. Because you
Well,
literally can run and charge at them. Like,
I think what I've noticed from a couple of people playing it, the biggest mistake a lot of people make is they don't use the heavy enough. The heavy is your friend because one, it makes openings that aren't there. So like if you do get two heavy attacks, you could automatically stumble whoever in order to open them up for some quick attacks. But people like they'll either do a light and a heavy, but don't do the heavy back to back. And when you don't do it, man, you don't stumble them enough, and that's what makes your fights take longer. Because you out there just pressing X the whole time, man. That shit gonna take forever, dog.
yeah, that shit. Yeah,
Because basically you're gonna just be doing counter or parry and X on. That should take forever.
yeah, man. That game there, man. That game is something that the Lord made because them attacks is brutal. Some attacks are
Yeah,
brutal, and there's no way it's saying like, oh well, again, like I said earlier, you can block it. You can block it when they swing when they're attacking you with the uh with the sword and stuff like that. You can block them, but they increases their strength when they attack you with the sword. You're like, oh shit, like damn, I'm on the ground, like yo, that block, and they're like, yo, did I just block? What just happened? Wasn't I blocking that? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they can't overpower you. That's the word I'm looking for. You, their attack will
yeah.
overpower you if you keep blocking them and stuff. So that's not no game where okay, I can just block and just jab you, block.
Uh,
No, you can't
The
do that.
other thing is, like you got to use the heavy after you get in a scrum where they trying to grab you. You got to use the heavy right after. Otherwise, you're gonna get you wasting the opportunity to
Right,
get a good licking.
right. Like even when they give you that indicator that like you say your power moves or whatever. Uh, uh, um,
Oh, and everything's parryable.
right.
Not everything's blockable,
It
but you
right.
can
So
parry everything if you time it right.
right. Cause that joint light up. That's when you start to use that hubby. And also,
Yeah,
you do somewhat of a finishing move, if you
yeah.
will. When you hit like both the
I
when you
think.
time it and
Do
you hit both of the soldier buttons,
you?
the R, both of the bumper buttons. Because when I push it down, I notice I'll get up and I could do like some type of finishing move. I time it right. I grab the ball, run up on him behind him, spin around, slice his throat, and spin him around, and he'll fall down. But be careful when you do that. That don't mean that they're gonna give you time to go ahead and run and fight somebody else. Nah. As soon as you do that, it's somebody else. When you in a heavy battle, heavy attack scene, when a bunch of people is coming at you, when there's a wave of them coming at you, be careful because it's always somebody right there to get your ass. They don't let up. That game do not let up on the attack. It does not. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is like, yo, what is this shit? Like, why is I'm fighting all these dudes like this? Man, but it's man, this game is something, man. This game is something. This I'm telling you, man, this game is something. This is something that the Lord gave us. And y'all won't believe this, but it is. They gave us this. This is the type of game that we've been wanting and stuff.
So you're saying this could be an Xbox game of the year?
I think so. I think it should be an Xbox Game of the Year. I know that you have certain reviews that are iffy out there, but to be honest, I feel like a lot of reviews that have come out are plagued with a bit of bias. And I'll be honest, and this is how I feel like anytime you go into a review and you're mentioning the state of Xbox instead of talking about the game itself, that's irrelevant. That's like fucking when a motherfucker like win MVP, be like, oh, he won MVP, but you know him and his baby mama is dealing with a dispute over who's gonna get custody. I'm like, nigga, that shit ain't got shit to do with what the fuck he won the MVP for, bitch. The fuck you talking about? Like, this is not what the situation is. So also, and it's kind of the same shit. Think about it. The same way people get voted for different awards and shit, they be like, "Oh, well, it's based on how I feel about you, nigga." It ain't so. It ain't really about the accolades of what
Oh,
I
so we're gonna
did,
be like a
or
woman
the.
now. It's all about our feelings and not what's logically there.
But that's what a
Whoa,
lot.
man.
That's what a lot of because all right, this is you have people that review the game based off of they might never have liked Hellblade in that aspect. Whether or not it looks better now than it did back then, they just might it might not have been their cup of tea. Like that ain't their shit. They don't like because I know people that don't like puzzles at all. I don't fuck with puzzles. I don't like puzzles at all. In combat games, they don't want to deal with none of that shit. All right, so those people probably won't like Hellblade. Then you got people that want a more robust combat system because they just want heavy combat. They just want it to be like they're playing Devil May Cry or God of War or some other game like that. All right, cool, but that's not Hellblade. That's not what Hellblade is. Hellblade is a true cinematic interactive experience. That's what it is. That's what it aims to be. It has never sold you on it being anything other than that. People may have said they thought or wished or maybe this could be like Xbox's God of War, but Hellblade and Xbox have never said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, like when people come out and be like, well, this is not, it didn't live up to the expectations. And I say the expectations of whom? Whose expectations are these? This is not from the studio and it is not from Xbox. So where are these expectations coming from? They never sold you on something that was supposed to be this. They never said it was going to be an open world game. They never said that it was going to be like God of War. They never said it was going to be like Devil May Cry. Why do you have it in your head that it was going to be this when the original was never that? And in none of the trailers did they ever show you it to being anything remotely close to that.
And you know
So if
what's
you
funny?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to add on to what you say before you go on. Is that I feel like these same expectations wouldn't have happened if this was still only on PlayStation. I
Hell
feel
no.
like they wouldn't be. I feel like they would not be expecting this to be another God of War had this not been owned by Xbox. But you can go ahead. That's
No,
the
of
only thing I
course,
wanted to say.
no, because of course they wouldn't. Because they would have. Because they didn't expect it to be like that when the first. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the you have some people that don't like the game because it's not their cup of tea. Absolutely. And do their reviews reflect that because they gave the original the same score as they're giving the new one? Yes. And I have an issue with that? No. Because it's very consistent to what you said. You didn't like the first one, more than likely you're not gonna like this one. Totally with it. I mean, every once in a while people's minds change or the game, becomes something that they're a little bit more inclined to play. Cool, but obviously that's not always the case. My issue is the fraudulent shit where you have people that love the first one and then turn around and say, but this one ain't it. And to the fact that they're giving it not lower scores, but scores that you would give a game like Quantum Error or fucking Redfall. You know what I mean? To games that were literally broken of sorts at the beginning of when they released. Well, Chrono Era is just a fucking bad game. But like that's the issue, and I think a lot of that comes from jealousy. You know, you got people out here, like Colin Moriarty, and he had made a statement a while ago talking about how he didn't understand why Xbox bought Ninja Theory, and then he kind of reiterated that and was basically saying like, I don't understand why Xbox bought Ninja Theory when they could have just they didn't need to buy them in order to get this game. And I thought about that statement. I said, well, what does that really mean? You don't need to buy them in order to get this game. Okay. So you're saying that Xbox could have just let Ninja Theory just be independent, and you know they would have been third party, and then the game would just come to Xbox eventually. Because if Ninja Theory was still independent, who's to say that Xbox would have got the game first? Maybe it went to PlayStation first, like a lot of times it happens when it comes to third party. So then I had to sit back. I'm like, so this sounds like you're upset that the game's not on PlayStation, because the original was. It was exclusive to PlayStation.
Well,
And because it's not exclusive to the PlayStation now.
Time exclusive.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah, regardless, it went to PlayStation first. And because it's not now people that said like King Thrash, oh, this game is trash because it's not as good as the original. Like, bro, fuck out of here. Like, fuck out of here. Like, bro, there ain't nothing. The original game is a good game. I recently just played the original game. It's still a good game. Does it hold up in comparison to part two? Fuck no. Fuck no. Not in any aspect. Like, the puzzles aren't better in the first one. The cinematics and the fucking graphics and the fucking acting and the audio, nothing holds up in compare. The only difference you're talking about is really the dynamics of the story. And that's, look, if you feel the first one had a better story, whatever. You know what I mean? But that's not the difference between a fucking saying the first one was a 90 and this one's supposed to be a 6.5. Like, come on, man, fuck off. Because you can't even say the first one's combat was better, because it wasn't. It was easier. I mean, bro, you could literally just do the same pattern and fuck up enemies.
I didn't understand that. Like this game improved on what they did last game, but they got a worse score. I'm sitting here like, I don't believe the Xbox tax affects everything Xbox do, but like there's clear examples of when they do, and this is clearly the case. How you improve on what was, improve on what they did last game, and it gets and they say it's not as good, bro. That makes no sense. That mathematically doesn't add up.
No, it does, because it's sour grapes, Chaos. You got something I had, and I didn't even fucking fork out to play it. Because you got to remember, when PlayStation had it as an exclusive, nobody fucking bought it. Porter Rock has a whole video while he's crying on, talking about how y'all not going to buy Hellblade. It's such a great game. Nobody fucking bought the game. Not a single person bought that shit. So for the fact that these motherfuckers coming out now crying, talking about like, oh, well, this game should have been on everything. Like, nigga, you didn't buy it in the first place. What the fuck you talking about? And they just salty, bro. So because
and I wouldn't be surprised though. But here's the thing: these people are whining, but I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox does put it on PlayStation like after a year or two. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to have like more sales or get more money for the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they put it on PlayStation. They say fuck it, why not? The first one's on there. I won't be surprised.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Motherfuckers crying for nothing.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, we don't know how that'll go and what's the time frame of that, and if it
Yeah,
goes and when
yeah.
blah blah blah. We don't know. It could come tomorrow. I mean, next year. It could come 4 years from now.
Mm,
We have no fuck because again, it depends on who does it and all that shit and what.
If
exactly.
if they was to do something like that, if they was to do that, it would probably be after the third one because they already green like the third one. So being though that they know they got a third one going, and this is switching up
Well,
this
the thing
game
is,
going
they're
very
probably gonna
well.
take a they're probably gonna take a couple. No, I'm gonna say they take a months off because it's not like they finish the game and then they just stop working. That's not how it works. But they'll probably ease up as far as like their crunch because I mean they might not crunch heavy, but they all crunch. I mean it is what it
Right,
is. But
right. You got to have your
but once
stories and
they
everything correct.
but more than likely they're gonna finish up whatever project Morrow is. I'm assuming, and then they'll jump back into Hellblade. So we probably won't see Hellblade until sometime in next around the second or third year of next gen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
probably be like 2030 maybe.
And they're gonna give it even lower scores.
I mean, but
Well,
look,
but
yeah.
by the time that comes, Sony don't have a thing in the past. They wouldn't have
Uh,
anything to say because they will be irrelevant.
How
You know what
much
I'm
you want to
saying?
bet? How much you want to bet? If the third Hellblade come out, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's better than the first one, but not better than the second one." But y'all guys said the second one was better than the first one. I know. I know what I said.
Oh no, it's going to be.
Yeah, that's
I mean, yeah, it's going to be somebody. It's going to be somebody. It's always going to be somebody that says that. But at that point, by then, they'll be irrelevant. People going to say regardless. They're going to kind of come up with anything to say and shit like that. You know, fuck it. Look, I mean, look. Listen, what game that Microsoft had to come out that they did not like after Microsoft got it that they had that Microsoft got it. They said the same thing about two. That's all right, but it ran better on a PlayStation, huh? What the, what are you doing? What are we doing? We trying to do some type of marketing for Sony for people to run back out and go buy it. Same thing like with the goddamn game that's out that everybody running out there that's playing it right now. I got part four of it live. What's the game? Um, Fallout 4.
Diablo. Oh,
No, Fallout
Fallout.
4.
Okay.
People running to grab that. Who you? Let's be honest. Who you think is more likely to play is playing that game more than anybody? More than anybody. It ain't PlayStation. It's mainly PC and Xbox that ran back out and start picking that up. Like we were saying in the party today. Um, there are ponies who out there and went to go buy this shit and playing it. Whether they want to play it on PC, that they say they have a massive PC that they can play if Sony ever go belly under. And we all know 9 times out
Since
of 10 that
everybody
shit is
rocking the
bullshit.
latest graphics card.
Yeah, right. Good look on spending on 2,500 on a graphic card. But come on, we know that people, these ponies is going out there or most of these mainstream ponies is playing this game on Xbox because they're not playing it on their console, and they're not buying those super PC to play it, and they're not streaming it.
Man, them motherfuckers will buy an expensive graphics card but pirate the games saying they cost too much. I don't get these people.
No, I don't pay PC people no mind. They the lost child. They the lost child. The lost child of the Xbox. That's what they are. They the lost child of Microsoft, I should say. That's what they are. They just a lost child. I don't pay them no mind. No, but trust me, there are PlayStation dudes that's playing this game right now. So they don't realize that they're contributing to Microsoft's success with this game. I say
Yeah.
go ahead, buy something. Go ahead, buy it. I don't give a fuck if you bought the game or if you bought and playing on Game Pass. You're
You know
contributing
what?
to it.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of um, Detroit humor. and not as far as like the gameplay, because obviously they played completely different. But I just remember how like going into Detroit Human it's basically like a Telltale type game. You know what I mean? But graphically, it's impressive. And I remember people saying, I don't know, it might just be a walking sim and it's boring. But I actually played the game. That was probably my favorite game I played on the PS4. As far as like it didn't have a whole bunch of action like God of War or Spider-Man, but it was just a compelling story and it had enough interactivity that just, kept the story moving along. And it was just hella interesting. The whole dynamic of it. I'm telling you, that was one of my favorite games playing on the PS4 was Detroit Become Human. That shit was fire. But because it was a PlayStation game, people didn't try to nitpick the fuck out of it and be like, well, you can't do the shooting mechanics and you can't do this and you can't do that. Man, mind you, this is a Telltale type game, but it's fucking $60. You know what I mean? What are Telltale new games normally like 40,
What bone?
50, something like that?
What bone call it? Over enhanced. What do you say? The enhanced Telltale game on steroids. I think it was
Yeah.
the visuals and stuff.
Yeah, but it was like a bigger version of like those anthology games, like because it's all
Yeah,
like multiple
yeah,
different stories. Instead of that,
right.
you had one main story, and then you had like multiple people's perspectives happening during that same time. So you had like three different characters that you played as, um, in this whole overarching
Yeah, which
story.
yeah, which McCall made that game?
The
The
same people
same
that
people,
made the quarry, I think.
the same people that make. Oh, damn
I think they made did they make the anthology? I can't
no, they
remember.
ain't make that. No, they ain't make that. They the same people I believe that made Indigo Prophecy, Heavy Rain, because they got their signature
Oh
all on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they got that signature all there because they the one that makes games like that.
It
They've
was
been
like
making games.
Quadrant.
So
I forget the name of the studio.
and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that and put this out here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you ain't hear it first, I mean, if you ain't hear it before, you hearing it first from me. Sony is not the first one to make them types of games, the movie type cinematic games. Sony's not the first one to do that. Snow company that Sony had that did that first. It was third party that did that. Sony may have funded them to do that, but Sony is not the first one that did that. And I think this perception of Sony is good with making movie type games and stuff. Perhaps they are, but let's not. Sometimes we're giving them credit where credit is not due because they are
Well,
not the first one to do that. They're not.
no, they
Ever.
just did a bunch of them, and that's why they got labeled kind of like with the whole Xbox is the shooter box.
No, live,
PlayStation.
live, live. They didn't even do a bunch of them. They haven't. That's third party that was doing it. People keep thinking these third party exclusives and stuff is owned by Sony, and they're not.
Oh no, no, no. What I'm saying is like, all right. So during that PS4 run,
Uh huh.
they had a lot of games that were very samey. Like so, even though all right, so they had an Uncharted game, cool, but then they would get a game
I see what you mean. You're talking about game
like
like Uncharted, that other game with the zombies and stuff. I get what you're saying.
yep,
I get
yep.
what you're
They would
saying.
get the
Right,
zombie one.
right,
What,
right,
what was that?
right,
What was
right.
that shit?
I forgot what
In the dark or whatever the fuck that
become
shit was called.
yeah, I forgot what it's called.
I
The
hated that
zombie
game
games and
though.
stuff.
I know
Like some of
people liked
the
it, but I ain't like that shit.
not
That shit
zombie,
was
but it was like infected. They was infected and stuff, or whatever it is. Like, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Right, right, right. What they did
yeah.
was they took what these other company was making. Once again, they did what these other company that was making for them, and they took that and put it inside their game and made it and made it like if they the one, like you said, if they the one, like they the one that did the cinematic type games and stuff, and they what?
Yeah, I
That's what
think
was.
the only difference now is I don't even think they really changed their philosophy on things. I just think that for whatever reason, this gen, the same games that was out there hitting for them, they're not hitting anymore. I mean, not that Hellblade. They had exclusivity to Hellblade, and that didn't really hit. But look, they had Bloodborne too. Yeah, people forget Bloodborne came out before Uncharted. That was their first big hit, and that shit barely sold 2 million when it first. That shit was out for years before it sold 2 million. Like people, the industry raved about it, and like real fans of it raved about it. But like the actual like casuals, they did not fuck with that game. They did not. They just didn't. Because at that time people weren't really into those Souls type games like that. Now more. The funny thing is, even though that game's been out for a while, I still don't think it sold but so much. It might be just because like it always had issues with its performance. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't you can't play it on PC, so people just rather not fucking play it because it's like sub 30 and well shit damn near be sub 20 and shit.
Yeah, man. This Sony got that. They got that perception, man. That's the shit that we gotta dethrone. We gotta let them
No,
burn. We gotta burn that. Destroy that fucking wall, man. Cause they got that perception like, oh man, look what they did. Oh man, look at the game they did with what's the name of the game? Metal Gear. People thought Metal Gear was there. Metal Gear was another type game when it cut
yeah.
into a cinematic mode or whatever. Just like with Resident Evil.
Well,
People
Metal
thought
Gear
that was
was Metal Gear was I think that was the first one. The first one that, as
maybe
far as
no,
I
I think
remember.
no, it was other game that wait a minute.
No, I mean that did it on the level of Kojima. He was the first one that made it feel like you was watching like a fucking movie for real. I mean, for me though, I
I'm
think it
trying to think. I
was.
don't know. I don't
Uh,
I don't know. I
uh,
can't I'm trying to man, my memory. I gotta I go down my memory lane and shit and gotta think what other game. I had to do
I
some
mean,
research on it.
I'm not
But
saying that they
but yeah,
like
but
they didn't have
yeah, but they
elements
yeah, but they
like
did they
Even
did but
Resident
that
Evil. The first Resident Evil felt like a
like a movie when they
like
was doing a movie. Yeah, so
one of those old B movies and shit, a B horror movie at the time.
yeah, because I was trying to think what game I seen on the PlayStation that was like that. I know it was a game on a PlayStation that was like that. You know what I'm saying? The old school PlayStation. And I'm trying to think, but that was near the ending of the PlayStation life cycle.
Yeah,
But fuck it, I don't even give a shit about that shit. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, what they say? What the hell they talking about? Colin Colin say he came out and admit that his wife put popsicles in his butthole. What happened?
yeah. I don't know about that, but this is wild shit.
Yo, man, it's crazy. What else you got? Because we're gonna come right back to Hellblade, since Hellblade is the template of next generation. What else you got?
Yeah,
We going I know we're gonna swing back to that.
yeah. Like right now, I'm seeing on Twitter people trying to come up with new narratives, talking about like, oh, I thought Xbox gamers didn't like uh cinematic story driven games. I'm like, nah, nigga, like ain't nobody say that shit. Y'all motherfuckers. People said that that's all PlayStation was doing was that they had a template and a formula. It's like, damn man, every game you came shit. Think about it. Even with this gen, they remember they came out with Ratchet and Clank. They came out with Spider Man, and they had the game with the. I bought it. I forget the fucking name of that shit. The chick with the arrows. Akira, uh,
I know what you're
whatever the
talking
fuck.
about. I know what you're
Yeah, the
talking
chick
about.
with the little um black little hedgehog looking things.
It reminds you of the game that Xbox had in the 360 era. It was called
Are you talking
you
about
give me the cat.
what's it? Yeah, I know you're
Cameo.
talking about
It remind me of
Cameo.
Cameo. That's what it
Yeah,
remind me of. I thought it was like a new copy
yeah,
of a Cameo. But go ahead.
yeah. I mean, she has a morph to anything, but she has her arrows and I think she had a sword. I can't remember. But that game was very cinematic. And again, I don't remember that game selling that well either. I don't know what changed in the the going from PS4 to PS5 that caused um people not to buy games on PlayStation. I don't know.
I can
And I
tell
mean,
you.
and I mean, like, not in the same because remember, there was at one point that PlayStation guys used to rave how like they could just a game could drop and just do 2 million without even like blinking. And now these motherfuckers struggle to do 2 million on fucking on their own like first party exclusives.
I don't think
Outside of Spider Man and God of War, there really hasn't been anything that even moves in it. Even Horizon, because again, you gotta remember they didn't bundle Horizon Forbidden West like they did the first one. That bitch was bundled early, and that's when PlayStation was selling like PS4 was selling like hotcakes. Like them motherfuckers was moving.
I still think they lying. I still don't believe that. Man, Vicky was talking about that in the party. I would never believe. I'd never believe Sony numbers. I can never believe them. They're fucking liars. Fucking
I
liars, man.
mean, I
I
mean,
would never believe they numbers, man. Them numbers don't make sense. Like,
well, you know
honest,
what? Maybe it's the generation. Maybe it's the generation. It's
you
the
did.
people that
They had
it's
some type of game, but it didn't sell like that. You just
no
said
no no
like,
but
why did it take so long for them to make 2 million?
no but I mean maybe it's the generation of gamers that are coming in. Like us, the old guard, yeah, we're still buying the games that we like. But those that came in and bought the God of Wars and bought the Spider-Man, I mean, Spider-Man still kind of it still sells pretty well.
You
But
talking about
like
them little?
those that,
You talking about them
but
little thunder? Them little thunder niggas. Them little thunder niggas
yeah,
not buying them games.
but
They
like,
not.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're buying those games like that for whatever reason. Like they don't. Maybe they
It doesn't
played the
appeal to
first
them.
Horizon and said, "I ain't fucking like that shit," and decide, or they played um Final
You know what?
Fantasy and said, fuck, I don't like Final Fantasy like that." Maybe they, you know what I mean?
But see, this is the thing. I don't want to look at it like that because now that you're saying that, and I'm thinking like, yo, that you do understand that can fall over onto the Xbox because it's simple. Because these little Thunder niggas like playing what that game they like playing that them damn game they playing
Fortnite and all that shit.
Fortnite and stuff like that, and they're not liking the type of game that we're playing or whatever. I hate to say that sometimes it can tip and spill on our plate because now they're looking at it. Well, I bought this console and that console don't got this and this. And then they look at Microsoft and be like, well, they don't got the type of game that I want either. And
But
I,
that's why, but that's why I think Game Pass is important. Um, because it gives them those that aren't invested in playing like they just not outside of the what the games that they really play, they're just not like they're not about to move off their square and just try something new. You know what I mean? Just to be and like spend money to do that outside of like, all right, I got Game Pass. Well, shit, I might as well. I mean, because shit, let's be honest. Even people with Game Pass or any service, they don't necessarily all like. Yes, people that game, they're gonna go and try shit, but not everybody does, man. You can have games that have been on Game Pass, and you'd be like, "Nigga, you tried this?" And you'd be like, "Nah, I ain't tried." Like, nigga, why? He was like, "I don't know. I just been playing whatever." You know what I mean? Like you got people like that. Like they don't even go and see what's new or check, to see what's new. Like shit, Xbox to promote Hellblade. I mean, well, they've been doing it with all their new games. They basically plaster that shit on everything. You know what I mean? Like when you first come into your Xbox, it's Hellblade all on damn near just everywhere. So,
I think a lot of these, yeah, these little dudes that start playing games, man.
but
I,
they like
I
what
hate
they like what they like, man. They should,
I hate to
man.
say it, but I swear, man, man, Sony is the infection of video games, man.
But they don't even fuck with they shit. To be honest, they really don't.
but that's the problem. If Sony don't got with the type of games I don't like, fuck Microsoft, 'cause they ain't gonna have it. These little dudes out here, and even the casual and the older cat. Well, I don't even care about the older cat, but the newer
I don't
dudes,
even say it's that
they don't
because really they don't even play the Sony games like that. They
no
just buy
no
it because that's what their friends are on. It's
yeah,
just the thing to have.
not even that. It's just it's the fact of the game, like you just said, they see the games and they don't like the game what they have or whatever. Again, it still spill over to Microsoft side because then they having that same perception as, well, fuck it, if Sony don't got it, then fuck it, I'm not buying no
But you
Xbox.
gotta think though, too. All their other friends have a PlayStation.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that. What I'm saying is that no, they don't play their game, but it doesn't help. It don't help Microsoft anyway because their whole mindset. If most people would say like this back in the day, you'd be like, all right, well, Sony don't got no games or whatever like this. Like most people who have multiple consoles, whatever, and they'd be like, you know what, man, listen, I can play my Xbox or whatever until Sony get it. People that used to buy multiple consoles used to buy those consoles for only exclusive. So if one console don't have it, that console will have it. This generation now is not like that because they so stuck in that ecosystem that they are in and be like, man, fuck that. Sony kind of messed that up for people by having this narrative that they the best place to play at. So now these little dudes are sitting up there and want to play the games or whatever. They're like, well, if Sony don't have it, fuck Microsoft. I'm not gonna go get it. Not even think of having a second chance. Like Live said, that's where Game Pass come in. But the only people who knows that is the people that's within Xbox ecosystem. So if you got upcoming people who trying to play these little thunder niggas that's trying to play a console, whatever, they not gonna do it. Not just like what you just said, their friends playing PlayStation or whatever, and Sony don't have nothing. It's like fuck it. They're not even gonna look this way at Microsoft. So like it's hard for them to get the new little thunder niggas that play their console when they got their little friends of them telling them bullshit or following again these YouTubers on bullshit about consoles and stuff and not knowing like yo Microsoft has a lot to offer. We got games. We have games. But here we are. But here we are. That's what makes this generation so fucked up and weird because of Sony. The main thing I'm getting at is Sony is the reason why gaming is where it's at. They're the reason. They the reason why Microsoft is buying these fucking companies and cock slapping the shit out of them. They the reason why Microsoft is ready to stop their face on other than best friend Colin Moriarty and shit and stuff because these people keep spreading lies and shit. And like Live said, they hurt, they're jealous. You can't get jealous because your company fucked up with the money and not making no games. So Microsoft had to suffer because of that. Well, fuck Xbox. I ain't going to Xbox. I get a PC. You know damn well as I know these niggas don't got no money for no PC. They ain't paying no money for that. So I'm because I'm looking at it like when I had a homie that worked at GameStop. You should try to get other customers to get a PlayStation when that's not what they want, and it still goes on today. You don't have to go to GameStop and do that shit. You can see it on you see it on YouTube with their little friends. It's fucking it's fucking gaming up, and that's sad. That's sad. That's sad because they don't give a shit. But yet, like Live said, they want to be spoiled and crying and shit and jealous. They don't want to sit up there and own up to it. What we done seen? How many people you seen on YouTube right now, live or Twitter that you was picking with that was talking shit about this game?
I mean, there's a couple. I ain't really pick with too many people on. I mean, I just look and see people saying, but I ain't really, I ain't fucking around with like going back and forth with people like, oh, this game, like people say, oh, this game is not all that. You can't even do this. You can't even do that. Look at Horizon. You can fly around on a pterodactyl robot, bitch. Like you can't do that in fucking Hellblade. And I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, that's factual, but that's not what the conversation is. like, like number one, we ain't. Yes, are there some Xbox dudes out there trolling ponies? Sure,
Oh
they ain't
yeah, of
no
course.
different.
Right.
They gonna do that. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't really feel no type of way about it. It's whatever.
And right. I mean, but it's sad us as Xbox games. We can sit up here and say what games look good on PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, fucking Atari 7600, the new Atari that came out in the future that's not here but never came out. We can say what look good with every goddamn console. But it's sad that they can't give us props.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all guys, y'all guys talking about these Thunder niggas. This shit been cooked. You want to know the two times when I realized that we were cooked? First
When
time
that,
was when I seen a pony watching the Microsoft FTC trial hugging his PlayStation. That was the first time I seen that we were cooked.
oh, that shit
The
crazy.
second time was when I seen a nigga post butt ass naked with a PlayStation. That
What you
was the
mean?
second time I realized we were cooked.
What you
And you
mean by
think these other niggas is gonna be any better?
man? Listen here, man. Listen, they do some weird things and stuff, man, and stuff for a game that's such a masterpiece as this. Now, again, you got these other people out here just saying wild things out their mouth. Just don't can't just say, you know what? Yeah, Microsoft did it. My thing is, you said could it be a contender of gaming gaming of the year? We got other games that's coming out.
Yeah,
That's coming out. I
I
would like to
think
see what the
I feel it could be there. Um, because even though shit, you got to think about by last year, by this time, we already had about three Game of the Year contenders. We had Hogwarts. We had what else the fuck came out around
to
there?
the phenomenal game.
Yeah,
Hogwarts Legacy. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
and that
That
shit didn't
what all
get
games we had
nominated. It
last
didn't
year?
get nominated for shit. But I'm just saying, it was a game that should have been nominated. You had Hogwarts. You had Hi-Fi Rush. Even though it got knocked off later on in the year, um, because just like last year was super stacked. Um, you had Starfield, but I feel Starfield is different as far as I think the narrative
They're
around
not.
Starfield
You're not gonna give it Starfield.
is
They're not.
no, but I know, but I'm saying the difference between that and what we're saying from Hellblade is I think people could justify could justify why they feel the way they feel a little bit more because again, it's new and there was nothing to really compare it to. But even with that being said, people still could look at it and say, well, it feels like Fallout, but it doesn't have everything in the elements of Fallout that I like. Because the difference is in Fallout 1, there's no vehicles. You only stay on one map in one place. You're not even like you don't travel the galaxy. And because of that, um, moving from section to section, even though it's not as well, we don't have vehicles yet, but even though with your ship, it doesn't take as long. The constant getting in the ship, getting out the ship, and all that shit. I think people just, it broke a lot of shit for them without it being, some just a simple task of just being like, what's that game you used to like to play? Where you fly in the ship and fly off the planet and whatnot. Even though that shit took
Oh,
longer than, huh?
you
Space
No
talking
Man's
Engineer?
Sky.
about
No
no,
Oh,
Man's
oh, No
Sky.
Man's Sky, No Man's Sky.
Which is
That's my
crazy
shit.
because No Man's Sky, it takes longer for you to jump in your ship and fly out off the planet, out the atmosphere, than it does to just press go to
Jump, jump.
the cockpit and then just jump into space in Starfield. You're literally
Oh,
talking about the difference between a couple of seconds and like a minute and like 30 seconds.
yeah, it is
But
something like it. Got to be. It's something like that because you can speed up and fly out of space fast, but yeah,
yeah,
it's
but
some-
you
it,
and
it
that,
I
it's not.
believe yeah.
It ain't
It's,
gonna be like 3 seconds though. It's still
nah,
gonna be
fuck
like
no, hell
maybe
no,
like
hell no.
30 seconds.
No, more than that. Shit, it'll be more than that. Shit, it'll be
hey, you know what?
damn near close to a
You
minute.
know what you guys are
If you
forgetting?
if you fast forward it, yeah. But go
What
ahead.
up?
You know what you guys are forgetting? What why this game may not even be nominated for Game of the Year? I fucking bet you this is gonna happen.
What?
Elder Scroll, not Elder Scroll, fucking Elden Ring DLC. I guarantee you that shit is going to be nominated for Game of the Year. I promise you that DLC is.
I wouldn't be
No, because
surprised.
it's DLC. It can't be nominated for Game
Duh,
of the Year.
bruh. Nah, nigga. If we could have a whole ass fucking remake from a game that came out in 2004, bruh, there is nothing stopping this big ass DLC where people are basically saying it could be a standalone game. I promise you,
No,
bruh, that
what
shit's
they're
gonna
gonna
happen.
well they don't have well you know what to fair you might be right, but the precedent for that is not going to be Game of the Year nominated. It'll get what happened what we saw Cyberpunk get, which was best continued game or whatever the fuck it was.
Right, right,
Mm,
right,
Like they're
I
gonna give
right.
don't
it
know.
that shit. They're gonna give that shit like like
How much?
like
How much? What bigger bull? Have we seen bigger bullshit happen? Have we seen bigger bullshit happen?
oh man, yeah, for sure. But
You see, telling you, don't be surprised.
no, I won't be surprised. But
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up to Whisper. Go ahead, Whisper.
we call it nigga whisper. Jesus Christ.
That's not,
All right,
come on,
Punisher.
what's going on, Punisher?
You
Greetings
said
and
some whisper. What
salutations.
you say?
The
Greetings.
soft voice
Yeah.
killer.
And I didn't
I
even see that was Punisher, but when he said whisper, I
Oh,
said, "Oh, this nigga ain't shit."
mean, no. Question: have you played Hellblade yet?
I would hope so. We're gonna take his bot card away.
You probably got on the
You
road,
know
bro.
that nigga be driving?
You on the road?
no, I'm at the
And,
crib. And,
oh, I was about to say, we'll be
my
back
damn,
after this message. Did you play Hellblade yet?
I definitely did. Yeah, I
Um.
didn't play that much of it. Only played like an hour.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
you just
Oh,
started
okay.
it. You
You
got
just
a ways
started
to
it.
go, but sir.
Yeah, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to play more, but I did have to go to work, so
Oh, okay.
Nah, I feel
Okay.
you. I feel
just
you.
get into it.
I had to put it down a couple of times. I had a long work week, man, because I would be getting tired. I'd be like, oh man, I don't want to be playing this shit. not
Played
paying
the game.
attention.
He played and beat the game and don't even know. I called him early today. He was like, "Yo, man, I got I'm near." He told me where he was at in the game. I'm not telling no one, no spoiler, even though I should. But he told me where he was at in the game. I said, "Man, you got about another hour." I told him, "Man, go ahead and play the game, dog. You got another hour. I'll let you right on off the phone. Go ahead, dog." He start laughing. I'm like, "No, I'm serious. You got like another hour. Go ahead and play the game, dog." You know what I'm saying? You're already at the end. I say you're already at the end. And I'll only say another hour because it only became another hour because of the combat. Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not even the dialogue, it's the fucking combat.
Oh, it came down to like a big showdown toward the end or something like that.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, pretty
showdown.
much. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
it's a showdown for the Corral, whatever they call that shit. It was a showdown, all right. But I will tell you this,
Wait, so if it was like that toward the end, then what is everybody complaining about?
because
Oh
that
no, them
because
niggas ain't played. They ain't get a chance to play this shit. That's why they complain.
yeah, that's the only thing I could come up with. They're probably just making shit up, of course.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's what it
nah,
sounds like.
nah.
I've been seeing they've been one of the main
Man,
complaints was the game.
Punisher, we done have seen that shit. Like when motherfuckers, when you sitting there and be like seeing somebody, you see somebody looking at somebody else get some shit, and they envious of it. You know, after they go through all the levels of grease, then they look at it and be like, man, you know what? That ain't even shit anyway, man. That shit whack anyway. I don't even give a fuck. Like I don't care about that shit. Like whatever. Until somebody offers it, they'll be like, oh wait, I get that. Oh, thank you.
Let them say, oh, it's coming to Xbox. I mean PlayStation 5 Pro. Oh yeah. It's gonna be way better. They're gonna way better. They're gonna do 100 and they're gonna be 240 frames per second on that thing. They're gonna do this to the game. Like nigga, that console can't even push that. No, they can push it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna switch it out for when they get the new SSD in there. So you're gonna be blowing on that controller even harder, huh?
That PS5 Pro gonna be a lot closer to the Series X.
Listen here. I said in a party, it's gonna be a lot closer to the One X. They gonna take a couple steps backwards. Like, hold on. They're gonna take a couple steps backwards and shit, man. But no, the game is actually beautiful, as you already noticed it yourself. The way that game looked, and I'm quite sure you noticed the transition for the cutscene and the actual gameplay is so fucking seamless. It doesn't make a fucking. And that's another thing that I want to say also. I'm glad you the seamless switch from the CG in the gameplay, which is crazy. And like again, Sony have nothing like that. Like when I say with Quantum Break, Sony had nothing like Quantum Break, where you can move shit around in the goddamn air. Microsoft is actually pushing gaming technology better than what Sony is doing. I'm gonna say that. They are pushing the technology of gaming way better than Sony, which they get no prop for. But the game, and you no one ever noticed that there's no loading in that game at all. What
Yeah.
happened to Sony? What happened to Sony super fast SSD suck a dick and call it a quit? What
Flip,
happened?
I told you that thing doesn't get hard anymore.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Because when you're playing that game, people listen here, ladies and gentlemen, Xbox fan and brethren and sisters in the chat, y'all play this game on facts. Where the hell is the damn loading at? Because I ain't seen no loading in that game. Once that game boot up, I never saw a loading. Where's the loading at?
See
Or
what
better yet,
happens is that Xbox Cloud it connects to the PlayStation 5 and it uses that SSD to load shit simultaneously while the Xbox the only thing you gotta do is play on the Xbox. All the
yeah,
loan goes to the PS5 through the cloud because you know
yeah,
that fast SSD.
Chaos about to get kicked out. But uh, 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 that's another reason why I can't see these games that Microsoft making are going to PlayStation. I don't see that. I can't see it. Not with the technology Microsoft have and they're doing. They're not. Even at theoretically PlayStation 5 Pro coming out, it's still not gonna be powerful than the fucking Series S. Close, but not as powerful. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. I get like, listen. There's no way this game has no loading in it, and I'm pretty sure the game that Sony had
Nah,
that
Flip. I'm gonna have to
that
cut you
had
on your
loading
shit on that.
that that
You
that,
say
that
it ain't gonna
have
be as
loading
powerful.
in the graphical.
You don't
Yeah, it
you
ain't
don't
gonna
think
be
it's gonna be as
powerful.
powerful?
No,
But but
no.
but you forget one thing.
What's that?
Parody.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know the
That
motherfuckers gonna be
parody
screaming
clause
parody.
and
Everybody gonna
the
be
damn
screaming
medium.
that parody. That's all that shit gonna be. Yeah, it's
Oh
gonna be just
shit.
as powerful because of parody. But that's about it.
Oh
I
Yeah,
know
shit.
dang
that's how
well.
it is now. Shit.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
why?
That
Tag me
parody
in live,
clause is
live,
ported back to Series X right now.
live. I'm
Uh-huh.
tagging you in, brother. I'm tagging you in, live. I'm tagging you in.
Bro, man.
I'm tagging you in. This bull bug, he talking about parody is going to make the PlayStation 5 more powerful. Damn. If that is
Yep.
not a, if that is
They
not
got one
a
by
true statement,
handicap.
if that is
Hey,
not a true statement,
Because I think in the parody clause it says the game has to be just as good, if not better, on the PS5. So
no,
yeah,
no,
that
no, no,
parody
no,
clause is gonna put the
no.
PS5 on top.
Hold on, no, 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 no. Hold on, no, no. According to Vodka and Vodka look into it, he was saying that parity has nothing to do with power. He said it has something to do with them getting more, Microsoft getting more than what they're getting, like extra weapons and all that other stuff, maps and stuff like that, more content and stuff. They said that's what that is. Even though that may be what that is, it still did not stop them for short change the Microsoft last generation. It still didn't stop them.
yeah,
It did not stop
man.
them for short change the Microsoft with the power. Because we all know now that power narrative was bullshit. Even with the base model on Xbox. The ESRAM ain't strong enough. We all found out that that shit was just bullshit. They
Well,
didn't
yeah, they
even
just didn't
try.
take the time to use it.
Right.
If they would have taken the time to use the ES round, the Xbox One would have been just as good. If not better in some cases. Because when Microsoft used the ES RAM for their games, so that shit was 1080p 60.
Yeah.
Compared to PlayStation, where it was like 1080p 30, something like that,
Yeah.
in most of their games.
Yep. And this was before the Xbox One X came out.
Yep.
Explain Gears of War 4. Not 5, 4. Explain that shit.
Mm.
Cause that shit is
And
still amazing.
Forza Horizon 2,
Yep.
that was 1080p 60. I think Killer Instinct was also 1080p 60. They had a lot of games that were 1080p 60 if they utilized the hardware properly, which most developers didn't.
Motherfucker did one of these numbers. Oop, I forgot a number. Like what? All of a sudden, they had PlayStation running around like it's the most powerful thing in the universe, and that shit wasn't. And I always say, tell me again what fucking game on that PlayStation 4 that was graphically. Well, we're gonna, matter of fact, we gonna go down the number. We're gonna do what Stu P like to say. No, let me slow walk ya. Tell me a game that PlayStation had that had 1080p, 60 frames, that had better graphics, that had better online, that had better story than the Xbox One. You cannot
There
find
isn't
out
one.
one game that meet all them criteria. I guarantee you can't find out one game that meet all that goddamn criteria.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like I said, all the PS4 games were 1080p 30. I didn't have 60 frames for their first party games on the PS4, except maybe for With Gran Turismo, maybe that was 1080p 60.
Yeah, but the graphic wasn't like that. The graphics still they stood there. It didn't make it different. The game graphically it did not look better than any racer game that Microsoft had. So it still ain't fit. It ain't fit the 4 or 5 criteria that I just said. You're not gonna find out one fucking game that fit all them criteria, but you will find more than a handful of games that fit the criteria that I just said for Sony that Microsoft has. You can find handfuls of games that feed all 4 or 5 of that criteria that I just said. Better online, better graphic, 1080p, 60, better story.
Yeah,
What'd you say? Try to find a game on PlayStation with that?
Yeah, longevity, longevity, even longevity.
All right, weird PlayStation Drake nigga. This is your time to shine, dog. Go ahead and give us a game. I know your ass still in here, creeping and shit.
Who Xbox have no game?
Yeah,
Where you
Xbox
at?
have no games. Or Xbox
That's
is
what I'm saying.
dead or some shit. I don't know.
Name them games that fit all. That's about 5 or 6 criteria. Fit that, and I guarantee you can't find it. But you can find it on the Xbox. Oh my bad. That's right. Microsoft killed 1080p too, didn't they? When they came out with 4K. You can't even find it when Sony got that's fake 4K. I can't say that. So in other words, when this PlayStation Pro 5 come out, it's not going to fit none of them criteria that I just said.
Well, of course not, because they didn't have no games at all when it come out.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant. Damn. Hold on.
The PS5 Pro ain't have no games.
Hold on. That's not what I meant. Okay. After they get games. God damn. Damn.
By that time, the next console's gonna be coming out.
Yeah, next Xbox is Sarah Ball was talking about gonna be out in 2026.
Yep. Something like that. 2026, late 2026 to 2027.
Sure, that handheld they're working
looks so good on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just think about it. That's what we were talking about in a party. Just think about this, ladies and gentlemen, and I thought about it. The same game that PlayStation 5 is going to get that's coming out are going to be the same game that they're getting. Don't mind it. That's why he's playing with ice and a pencil. The same game that's coming out.
That's
Ice and pencil. He said ice and a pencil, bro. What the fuck?
Listen, the same
your play is right there.
Yeah, I know, right? Look. What you gonna say? What game you gonna say?
Hey, he still didn't answer the question though.
No, you gonna throw them numbers up.
He's talking about some bullshit numbers, huh?
He coming up some imaginary numbers. Hey, all them numbers.
One thing me and her was the potato chips.
But the same game that Sony going to play that's coming out with the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's going to be the same game that's going to carry on to the next generation. What they're going to do is remaster the same goddamn game near to the end of the PlayStation 5 generation, and they're going to put it on the PlayStation 6.
Oh, did I get the same flavor? Bitch, I did.
You said they're gonna do a rebate for the PS5.
Why not? Look at here. You don't understand. That is a tradition from Sony. Sony tradition is to remake the same game that they just came out. So, in other words, when Wolverine come out or that X-Men game come out, what they're going to do is remake them games for the PlayStation 6. Mark my word. I guarantee you. They're going to make the same damn game and put it on the PlayStation 6. And it's going to be a lot.
Hey, okay, there you know. Oh shit! That you wasn't lying when you said you be coming through here. Huh?
Yeah, no, they're definitely doing that, bro.
And all I'm saying is, Xbox have no games. Since you want to throw up numbers and stuff, listen here. Don't buy no PlayStation 6 so quickly.
Y'all niggas are boring.
We
What's going on? I leave the podcast. Y'all niggas is boring.
shut up. Such a drunk ass up before I kick you out. You fucking bootlegged ass teeth nigga.
Y'all niggas is boring. I leave the
Man,
podcast one time. This shit ain't boring.
man. No, that's your life. Your life is boring.
I know. I just
Yeah,
got
fuck all that boring shit. What my play that shit?
for me.
Did you say it's barbecue?
Yeah,
Because everybody
didn't he
they
say
thought I
that?
was dead.
They thought you was dead.
Yeah, and
Well,
that
go to
man, I be
sleep.
getting, man, I be got DMs and all type of shit. I told motherfuckers, man, my family's over here.
Man,
They ain't gonna play. I ain't cooking shit tomorrow. No, I ain't even cooking. No, that's another story. That's private. Yeah,
you
niggas
don't know
talking
where
about
the
where you
story
at.
is.
I'm like, my nigga, I told him, I
All
got
right,
family
bro.
members over
Since
here.
you on here, man, we don't care about that. Listen here. That's your personal problem. Your assessment
I gotta
on
entertain. Y'all sounding like old dirty men.
we are old men. Not dirty, but old. We leave the dirty part to you, like that dirty ass mustache you
See, I
got.
ain't got to see. I know I got to turn some time.
That dirty ass mustache you got.
Looking like old dirty
That shit
bastard.
over there got breadcrumbs on it and
Looking
shit.
old dirty bastard. Chaos. Why you ain't got a picture?
Why he ain't get away?
Why ain't what? Because I don't got nothing on this phone. It's on my other phone.
Yeah, but
Don't
go
you got
ahead,
some
Bone.
Cambodian breast milk to drink on or something?
Anything else we got to talk about live? But this shit gonna go left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I ain't gonna I'm gonna let y'all, man. I just come and say hi, man. I'm gonna let y'all boring ass
Man, shut your thick
shut
ass
up,
up.
niggas.
Hey,
Them dog, ass, ass
before
up.
you go, give
Hey,
us a
everybody,
good.
if y'all think chaos is a pony bot, put one in the chat. I'm about to get up this motherfucker. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I love
That's all
everybody.
right, cause he know I'm gonna get that. He know I'm gonna get that motherfucker back.
I'm saying, tell all the pony bots I
He know
love
I'm gonna get. You know I'm gonna give. You know how. You know I'm gonna get
Yo,
him back.
why Punisher put a one in the chat?
hmm
nah, that's funny.
I'm
I'm
gonna get.
done. I'm
I'm
done.
gonna get.
I'm done.
I'm gonna get that drunk retard back, and I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this soft voice criminal back.
I'm done. And other D put it in the chat too. yo, they wrong for that one. They wrong for doing that, yo.
It's
Why
all
would they
right.
do that?
It's all right. It's all right. Y'all guys are gonna die by natural causes before I do. Fuck y'all.
You know? But you know what make it even bad, yo? What make it worse? I put one in the chat too.
What's good, Deathmobile?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I ain't nothing else to do. No. But look,
Motherfucker said I got an SSD in my pocket. Y'all all
no,
disrespectful.
you said that now. You said that now. Go ahead, Lyle. What other topic you had to talk about? This shit
uh,
is gonna go up.
you talking about the guys we talking about the showcase with Doom
Yeah,
and other
yeah. Let's talk about
other
the
things
showcase.
being rumored.
Yeah.
So apparently, people have been hearing that Doom potentially will be making its return to every platform, but be shown at the Xbox showcase
Listen,
on.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I won't be surprised if it do pops up. Listen, listen here. Hear me out, fans. Hear me out here, Xbox people and shit. Not a pony bob. I'm just saying. Certain games, I do believe Microsoft that had when they bought these companies are still going to stay third party. I can see that.
Mhm.
Although, in my mind, I was thinking, you know, if they keep that game, I'm not saying that they is going to do it, but if they do it, I won't be surprised. In my mind, I'm thinking I wouldn't give it to Sony. You called us to shoot a box, right? Well, then there the fuck you go. Well, then we keeping this one then. PC and Xbox. That's it. I wouldn't give it to Sony. That's just me. That's just me. Just
I was
PC and
on that one
Xbox.
too.
I wouldn't give it to Sony. I don't think they deserve to have that. I'm just saying. That's just me. I would not give Sony that because y'all said it's the shooter box, right? Because when they bought Activision, that's the first thing pop in my head was like, oh, they about to. Let's keep it real. Had this crazy shit Sony complaining about Microsoft buying that company, I don't care. Microsoft would have made them goddamn games exclusive, and fucking Call of Duty would have been the main thing. And you know what would have happened? These motherfuckers would have got up and it would have came straight on over to the Xbox. Time and time again, throughout history shows you that. When you have, when they had the people playing the tournament and stuff like that for Activision, they was not happy that they had to go to Sony. They wasn't happy, especially the people that do the
The live streaming and stuff.
live streaming, the not concert, but you know the what you call them with the gaming and stuff like that, with the shooting and all that, the tournament. They was not happy about that. Some people was not happy about going with that when they decided to go with PlayStation. When Microsoft is the reason why Call of Duty is where the fuck is at. Sony Online wasn't like that when the Call of Duty came out.
No, that shit wasn't even close.
Right, it ain't came out. Everybody was on what? PC or
the 360.
So 360. So if none of this would have happened, trust me, people would have just said fuck Sony and just went straight to Microsoft. Sony is already known for with the lies that they told, like they like Live said, they made more type games than anybody, even though they stole it from third-party developers. Like, yo, I'm telling you, I've thought that. I'm like, yo, I can see that.
That was good.
And I mean,
Okay, I got your ass on OnlyFans.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm doing the cam show.
That's you, bro.
I thought I was muted the whole time. Y'all guys been hearing me the whole time. Y'all guys didn't say shit.
Yeah.
Y'all got some weirdos.
Yeah, we heard you.
I feel like you spying on me and shit.
We do what you do.
I ain't know. Shit, you the host. You could have put my ass on mute.
I know though, but I thought it was funny.
I
thought it was funny. No, but
over there doing that wiretapping like you do on Xbox and shit.
Yeah.
Over there tapping into people's party chats and shit. Giving them to Phil Spencer.
No, that was Inspector Gadget. That was limit. When he give that loud feedback, what the fuck is that? No, but that's just my opinion. I think that well, with Activision and stuff, I know people will move on over and stuff to the Xbox community and stuff to play their favorite game. It is what it is. That's just how it is. They will move right on over, knowing that they have nowhere else to go. Ain't no other shooter coming out. Nah, they're gonna be like, fuck that. They're gonna go over there and get an Xbox and be happy. But I'm gonna let y'all speak on that one on Doom. I think they should make it. I think they should make it exclusive.
Well, you know, the fanboy of me, I would love it to be exclusive. But like you said, it's a legacy franchise, so it will make sense if it did go to multi-platform. And plus, when Microsoft bought these companies, they did say that it was going to be on a case by case basis anyway. So we already knew a lot of games going to go multi-plat, from day one. So I'm perfectly okay. I'm okay with it for going to PlayStation and stuff like that. I don't mind it.
It is what it is. I ain't worried about it. It's on Game Pass. Nah, I'm good. I don't care.
Yeah, as long as they put all the games on Game Pass day one, sure, I'm cool with it. But the new IP gotta stay exclusive. So anything new they working on, yeah, they stay at home. But franchises like Doom and let's say they making another Wolfenstein or something, yeah, I don't mind if they go multi-plat.
I think they shut down the company that made Wolfenstein, didn't they? Wasn't that one
No.
of the companies
No,
that
that's
shut
a
down?
machine
Uh,
gaming.
yeah,
They
they're
make
doing Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. Okay. All right.
it's like Indiana Jones. That should stay at home. That should be exclusive. But if they come out, like I said, with a new Wolfenstein, then they can go multiplayer.
I'm gonna be. I will even be honest with you. What was what about this whole tobacco? Because okay, Doom coming back. All right, so what? So what? I think the thing that's hurting them the most is what you would think that they would have a good grip of reality, knowing that Microsoft owned this company, is that Call of Duty coming to Game Pass. Because I know everybody done seen it and shit, and everybody going crazy over that shit. And I think, me personally, I don't understand why they would be mad at that. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and Sony was had a Game Pass situation or whatever, that and they had bought a third party game, they was letting some games stay third party, which we know they wouldn't. But I'm just saying, if they would have did that, we wouldn't get mad that Sony get that game in Game Pass. We wouldn't get mad if Sony get that joint in their subscription service. We wouldn't have got mad. We were like, fuck it. Well, fuck it. If you want to play the game, you got to buy it. I
Now
don't. I don't.
any Xbox game to go over to PlayStation, they gotta buy it. Don't put no games in that damn service. Make them pay for all of them. They on Twitter every day talking about how much money they got, saying Game Pass was welfare gaming. So you make
It's a
their ass pay for it.
it's a welfare game, man.
I'm done.
That's what
It's
they
funny
say.
how when you hear it's funny how you hear when you hear welfare game, you hear all the PC niggas be quiet because they know they bootleg they shit.
Yep. If they bootleg it or they wait for heavy discounts where they can get the game for like $5.
Oh, heavy discounts, yeah, for
But
sure.
I'm rocking a 7090.
Who came up with the welfare gaming? I don't know. I don't know who came up with that. I don't know what pony came up with that. Is it a
I
particular
don't know who
pony that
came
said
up with
that?
it either, but I saw a lot of them repeating it. So since Game Pass is welfare gaming, if all Microsoft don't put no new games inside PS Plus, make them come out the pocket.
Well, guess what?
$70 minimum.
Well, guess what? This is what happens when you get welfare gaming. That's why you little pussy gotta pay for it. I don't understand that. You want to say we got welfare gaming or whatever, but yet y'all gotta pay for it. So the same welfare gaming shit that's going inside Game Pass, or you like to call Game Pass that or whatever, this the same shit that's making Microsoft money and Sony not. That's what I don't understand. Why they running their mouth? Same motherfucker that's saying all this crazy shit and all this unusual name that they got for Microsoft, but they ass don't got no game.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense though. I don't know why they would call it welfare gaming when gaming isn't. It's a depreciating asset. Like you don't get no value back from a game, especially digital. There's no return on investment.
If if, if
Like
I
like at
if
least
I'm
on
a
a
lawyer,
physical copy to an extent. I mean, I don't even know what these could because all these consoles now are always online. They got to get updates, so they could just be like, man, fuck that game, and then just block your ass off the internet. And you done. So
this is
nowadays, like even the disc, even having a disc don't really mean much.
this is how I see it. Didn't Sony wasn't Sony the first one that came up with this system before Microsoft? Then they came up with that first.
Which one?
Didn't Sony have their own type of
PlayStation Plus, yeah.
yeah? Didn't they had that
Oh, the
first?
service, yeah.
Yeah. So how the fuck is we welfare gaming and Sony came up with it first? Make sense. So now it's welfare gaming because it didn't work for y'all. It didn't work
Yeah.
for Sony. So now it's welfare gaming because it didn't work for y'all. I'm about to get my
I'm about to
motherfucker
do
on.
cardio, huh?
I'm about to get on. No, this is my wife on. I don't want to tell you. I can bring all this shit up on the computer. This whole thing right
The
here is
only
nothing but
thing he missing
computer.
is the bathrobe.
Oh, the bathrobe?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
You ain't wearing the right.
Oh shit, he getting the bad rule.
This is the thing I don't get about even with the whole like look, I mean that's like saying people that go eat at a buffet are poor. It depends on where the buffet's at though. What are you getting offered there? Like if you go to the what's it called? There's a couple of like wedding venues that do buffet uh for their menus. Like certain days of maybe it's like a Wednesday because most people don't get married on Wednesday. I think typically it's like Thursday to Sunday is when people get married at wedding venues. But on Wednesdays they typically have a couple of places, especially in New Jersey, they have it like buffets options on Wednesday. It's like usually between $50 to $60 per plate, and you just come in and all you can eat. If you want fucking lobster and whatever the fuck, like get what you want. But it ain't no cheap shit. It's still $50 per plate. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah,
know.
price, yeah. They better be good for that for $60 a plate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, look, to be honest, I don't even give a shit. Welfare, fine. I'm on welfare then. Fuck it. I don't care.
That's what
For
I
me, I
do.
just look at it as jealousy. That's all it is.
Hey, let
It's
me
the
hear this.
welfare gaming.
I
But
just think
I just embrace it. Be like, you know what? I am poor. I ain't got millions of dollars in my bank account. So, nigga, you right. I am on welfare. So therefore, I need Game Pass. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, same
Mm-hmm.
thing here. Same thing here. That's
Now,
how I
if
feel
I can
about
get a deal, sure, I'm taking it. You, sure, you can call me
Yeah.
welfare all you want to. If I can save some money playing some games, I'm taking it.
Yeah, why the fuck would I spend my whole like that's your dumb ass fault that you decided to spend all your money on PlayStation games and I can't afford to buy no more. Which is why Sony's out there talking about I don't know why people ain't buying games no more. See? Y'all niggas
Mhm.
broke.
And
Y'all
then,
done blew your load early.
and then,
Now you
and
ain't
then
got
when
no
you buy
extra
the game,
cash.
you don't like the game. Now you can't even get your refund back.
Nah,
You
now
gotta
you just
fight. You
stuck with
gotta
that
fight for
bitch.
like every fucking refund you get and shit.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, especially with Sony.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
Sony don't
them
want to
niggas
give you
don't.
shit back. So even
Nope.
if you download the game and don't even play it, they don't want to give you your money back.
Nope. They be trying to fight you on that shit. It'd be like, some in our metrics, we could tell that you looked at the game. Be like, well, bitch, I had to look at to see that it was in there. Yeah, but that means like technically that falls under
Pre-buying.
playtime. Be like, how nigga, how you figured I was playing the game? Well, listen, majority of the niggas that play PlayStation games just look at them anyway. So what's the fucking difference? They don't really be playing that shit neither. So therefore, we count this shit as a playthrough. Be like, nigga, oh man, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, but they gotta take it because they got the SSD tattoo on their forehead.
Can you imagine that? Like SSD.
The
Nah. Okay, here we go.
Now, my flip disappeared.
I don't know where he might be doing daddy daycare. Maybe. I mean, it's possible he's doing daddy daycare.
Hmm.
But
But
but yeah,
I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe if they ever come out with these chips that you can put in your brain, I bet you a lot of these ponies gonna do it for all Father Sony.
what they're gonna
nah.
do. What?
But I
Mm-mm.
ain't fucking with that.
Put the brain chips. Let Sony put the brain chips in their head.
You talking about what was it, Neuralink? That
Yeah, like a Neuralink. Yep.
what's his name working on?
I
Elon
need
Musk.
that. I
That
ain't
should be
doing
a
that.
waste of silicone.
Laponi's gonna do it for Sony.
Mhm.
You think
That
they
should be a
will?
waste of
Yeah.
silicone. Them niggas
They're
retarded.
because they're trying to tax people for breathing and shit.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man.
I can see all that coming.
There's some dumb motherfuckers in this planet, man. Some dumb motherfuckers.
They thought the government was watching them on their phones now. You put that chip in your head, it's a wrap.
They're gonna read your thoughts.
Yep. Shit, they gonna be recording your dreams and
They're
shit.
gonna have to. They're gonna have to tell them. They're gonna have to tell them ponies. Oh, nah. They're gonna have to ban them from getting them shits because you know them motherfuckers be thinking
Come on,
disturbing
live.
ass shit.
Come on, live. Let's get it together, live. Let's get on the exercise machine with the shower cap and some chips.
Damn, that
Proverbs.
PlayStation looks so good on that shelf on Walmart.
Come on, live. I don't know where my
Just
roll at.
beat it.
This nigga flip crazy.
Mhm.
You over there cycling and shit.
Uh,
That's how he
Mhm.
keeps his TV on. That shit got the
mhm.
power of the television.
This nigga called him a hamster.
Oh, man.
Oh shit.
Let me turn this damn thing on.
He was over there running out of juice on his Xbox
Yo.
because he wanted to be. He wanted to reduce his carbon footprint.
yo. Yo. Yo.
Oh
That's how the pony got to do in that SSD. They got
shit.
blowing it. Boy.
Keep that memory flowing.
Yup.
Oh shit.
Your motherfucking star cap one.
Mhm.
You gotta have balance on this. And this joint incline too. Oh hell no.
Yeah.
This man giving us a freaking.
Yeah.
This man giving us a. This man giving us
You doing a demo and
a
shit.
review. Yeah,
Mhm.
giving us a review.
Mhm. Mhm.
Live wire, you better claim copyright. He's stealing your type of review. That's like a live wire review right there.
Oh.
This nigga flip over here trying to be Sally Struthers selling fucking stair mat, whatever the fuck that shit is, an order track and
Mhm.
shit.
It's elliptical.
Okay.
Think
Because
about
that little
I had to put this shit together. This shit
oh
came in
that shit.
pieces.
Oh
He said
shit!
they made
He got
he
that.
said
He get, he got that elliptical hooked up to a potato to give power to the rest of his house.
Yup.
Oh
And
shit!
when you
he
get
said
thirsty,
Flip was gonna
when
get
you
the
get
hamster
thirsty,
wheel, but the shit ain't fit in the basement.
yup. When you get thirsty,
Mm.
see, we eating good over here.
Uh-huh.
I told you I live in Whitey land.
Oh
Tell you live in Whitey land. This
Mm-mm-mm.
thing charged up my phone too.
see, he ain't helping his case. He got about like 20 plugs hooked up to that potato.
Look, man.
Motherfucker gotta do like 2 hours. I'm at 2 miles and 30 minutes just to get fast charging on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
He said that's the PlayStation controller of ellipticals.
Oh.
Hey man, Bone talking about entertainment and stuff. Man, this ain't mine. This is my wife on. I can't put my robe in the dryer. You know, last time I did that, I don't got no shame. I don't care. I know I don't care. You know what I mean? But nah, man, it's you know them little we got them PlayStation dude that's Saudi and shit. We got a game showcase that's coming that's going to be magnificent. That we got
In
games
2 weeks. I'm guessing we're gonna do that's what we're gonna do next week. Our like
Predictions
our
and whatnot. Yeah.
our predictions and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that
That sounds like a plan.
and stuff. But who wanna go in first on these weird ass ponies crying and shit like a
Hey,
little pussy?
who wants to do the task to see how recording Stu P's hating ass?
He learned his ways. He learned his ways. He don't do it no more. He learned the error of his ways. He learned the error of his ways.
Dog shit.
Well, you never know. You
Oh, shit.
gotta wait till the showcase to see what he's saying. Maybe
Dog
he
shit.
did learn his ways, or
It's
maybe
dog
not.
shit.
We'll
He
see.
did learn his ways because he starts saying the stuff that we're saying now. You ain't been in a party with him. He starts saying that shit now, like yo, like it's stupid for them to come out with a upgrade version of a console. They're saying that shit now.
Mhm.
He learned his ways,
Yeah, especially when next generation is literally right around the corner.
right? He believes now this generation should be longer than what it is.
Let's
And
It
just
to be
should
hope we
be.
honest,
get. Let's just hope we get GTA 6 before then.
Man, GTA 6 might get pushed to 2026.
I ain't gonna
That's
say
what
that.
I'm saying. Let's hope
I ain't
we
gonna
get.
say
Let's hope we get a GTA 6 before that.
it. Yup.
They,
They may push that motherfucker back.
I hate
yeah,
to say it,
they
but
making so much money off 5. It seems like they don't want to let it go.
yup.
Hell no.
They scared of for some reason.
Uh, they ain't. They ain't trying to let GTA 5 go until they start losing $2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But sir, we make 1 billion. 2,000 is too much.
Yeah, that's a huge chance that GTA 6 don't pop off like 5 did.
Yeah.
Xbox have no game. Go get a life. You can live good like me.
hmm
You can live good like me. Xbox have no game. I got a console that I can play. To all the ponies out there, I have a console that I prefer that I can play. I can play some good games and stuff.
It's all right. The
I
New
can get my
York Knicks are officially dead too. Woohoo!
I can get my workout on
Man, why do you
by
gotta do
looking
them
at it.
like that?
By looking at it, by looking at the device, I can get my workout on whenever I choose to. You know what I'm saying? You know, being fruitful and multiplying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Tell them lies. You know what I mean? A lot of you, a lot of y'all
Word.
guys out there crying for nothing, like little pussies.
Shit,
Why
like little
Microsoft? Why
pussies.
Microsoft had to buy that company? Because they got money. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I like to say,
Mm-hmm.
fuck you to Colin, fuck you to Dirty Dustin McGarren. I like to say fuck you to these pussies, cause they ain't nothing but fucking pussy. I like to say fuck you
With a
to these
capital
sneaky
P.
ass. I like to say fuck you to these sneaky ass pony bots
Show.
that be in our midst, that be lying and stuff. They be acting like they all Xbox dudes and stuff. They be hating. I like to say fuck y'all, fuck you to y'all too. Especially Colin,
Man.
you piece of especially Colin, you piece of shit. You gonna like one game 1 minute, but the next minute you don't like it. That's the same bullshit y'all did. What was it? Gears of War?
hmm
Are doing that same fuckery, that same bullshit. Y'all did that with
They
Gears
didn't
of
know
War.
Hellblade, yeah.
Yup, yup, yup.
And they leveled the first one, but all of a sudden, part 2 is way worse.
I
And
don't
it's clearly
understand.
better in every way.
Right. Now I understand that when like y'all a bunch of y'all a bunch of pussies. Y'all a bunch of crying ass little jealous ass pussies because PlayStation ain't giving y'all shit.
Nope. All they get in their
Yeah.
future is games as a
Yeah.
service. That's it.
Yeah, this is
The
how I
whole.
feel about pony
Mhm.
bots, man.
Uh-oh.
Like put it this way, Flip. Would you be a friend with somebody who like he's your boy, but he told you he's gay? Could you still be his friend?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. Now what if your friend, same scenario, he told you he's gay, but now this nigga just be on fucking Twitter all day posting pictures of him sucking dick and shit. Can you still be his friend?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I feel about pony bots. Nigga, I'm cool. You like PlayStation now. But nigga, do you have to post every fucking day that you're sucking dick? God damn. This is just too much. I can't do it. Oh, I'm playing PlayStation now and this I'm like, oh my God, stop.
That's just
Stop.
like 100 homeboy Tim Dog.
We gonna
Yeah,
be
I
like,
can't watch
hey,
it, man.
this is how you properly blow into a PlayStation 5 controller. You gotta blow into the right hole.
Oh shit. Hell no. Hell no.
No, motherfuckers just taking it too far. They out there spitting it on it, fucking gagging and shit. I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, this nigga literally
Gross.
posted naked with a PlayStation. What else? I mean, what else can you expect?
I seen that. Old boy with yo.
Oh, you talking about the black dude, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah, I
Come
saw
on,
that.
man. You done set our people back like 300 years with this shit.
Yo. But no, he's not even part of our people. You don't find this suspicion, like Dr. Umar said. You don't
You gonna
find
find
this
this?
Mm,
Oh, shit.
yeah, you need to
Oh.
put his ass next to fucking Sexy Red and Drake to be the next ones to get canceled, man. Fuck that shit.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
They over there hanging out there with P. Diddy and shit. Hell no, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hell no. Piece of
Talking
bullshit
about
nigga.
take that.
That's what I mean.
Diddy only the one who took the picture. Shit.
That's what I mean. He a pony file.
Hmm.
Got them dudes, had them dudes locked up in a room and shit. Talking about,
Hmm.
yeah, you know what time it is.
Uh-huh.
You seen the video where Diddy was chasing the boy and he jumped on the elevator?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yep.
Yeah,
Bull with the
yeah, he put
braids.
himself in the video. Yeah,
Yeah, he jumped on the elevator.
Oh,
He fell.
that's from Babysitter. That Babysitter movie with Jonah Hill.
You know who that is, right?
That shit was funny too.
That's the pony. That's the pony chasing that for a bot.
That's how they be solicited, huh?
Yeah. Or you can look at it this way. That was Diddy chasing that for a pony. Diddy was chasing that for a pony. We're gonna tell him take that. I'm not finna blowing in your controller. Come here. That's what that was. Fucking fuckface motherfuckers and shit talk shit about fucking Xbox games and shit, and they don't got none. I don't understand that. How you gonna try to critique and say I'm giving my honest opinion? Why can't I be critical? Because you don't have no game. How you gonna be critical about something that you don't have?
They
We ain't
played it
ask
in
you
their
to come.
dreams.
Right. We ain't ask you to come
They played
critique
it
what
on YouTube on their PlayStation.
And another thing I'm surprised ain't nobody talk about. We ain't gonna talk about these companies that IGN bought and they laid people off.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
yep.
So that's what we're gonna do. So IGN, y'all just gonna sit there and not gonna tell nobody, right? Oh, I'm just critiquing what Microsoft doing. They did a lot of layoffs. Motherfucker, y'all had bought company that no one knew about and y'all laid them people off.
Well, no, those was actually pretty popular publications that they bought.
Right.
They wasn't as big as IGN, but yeah, people knew about them.
Yeah, y'all laid them off. So what y'all was doing, so what that tells me is that y'all was buying out your competition, your potential threat. So that tells me that some company could have been a potential threat to y'all that y'all had to buy them up instead of just duking it out on some real shit Y'all complain about Microsoft buying companies, but y'all did the exact same thing that Microsoft did. Y'all bought these other companies.
Oh, what did IGN do? I
They
must
bought
miss this.
IGN bought other companies, then they fired the people. Then they got rid of the people that was in the company. They did layoff within the
That's
company.
exactly what ignorant
Within
gaming
the
niggas do.
Right. So y'all can sit up there and run and say Microsoft firing people. This is a disaster. Microsoft, they don't work. I got all these fuck boys faces on YouTube screaming and shit. Yeah, Microsoft laid off this, but none of these motherfuckers know that y'all laid off the people that y'all hired, that y'all bought these companies from.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't gonna talk about that.
And
I
not
just
one
gonna take that
journalist
under
wrote
the
an
rug.
article about that either.
Right.
Yeah, the
Y'all
usual
want that shit
suspects,
out.
they quiet right now.
Right. That's the shit I don't get.
Sure, they probably scared they next. That's
Mm-mm.
not why they ain't saying that. They ask might get fired next.
Got them motherfuckers in there screaming, talking about Microsoft firing people. And y'all did the exact same thing Microsoft did.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? That's the shit I don't get. That's that. Now y'all understand why I don't like fucking IGN. Fuck them. Burn them all. I hope all of them lose their job. I don't give a shit. Fuck all of them. Because the moment you want to take away something that we enjoy, you know, just to stay out the fucking streets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to be out there in the streets and shit. You know, old as I am, I don't need to be out in the street anyway. Streets ain't nothing but trouble and shit. But y'all want to sit up here and just come around, just fuck up Microsoft, try to fuck what they got up going on just because your company is not giving y'all nothing. Because you're, as they say, your piece of plastic is not giving y'all game. So y'all want to talk about Microsoft. Y'all want to deflect everything and put it on Microsoft, but not talk about what y'all doing. Y'all want to talk about the other company that Sony had fired. I mean, other people in other companies that they bought, and Sony did the same thing and fired people. Y'all want to talk about that either. That's the crazy shit. That's why Colin Moriarty, you piece of shit. I'm glad your best friend, what's his name, Greg Miller, threw your bitch ass under the bus when you say that nut ass shit out your mouth. I'm glad he threw your dumb ass under the bus. Got to know the fucking talking. You got thrown under the bus talking about. I'm glad. Did you tell your wife that shit? Did you go and tell your wife what you said? Your girlfriend or whoever the hell that is that you mess with, that you was happy about Women Day, no women around day. Did you go tell her that?
Do you kiss your mom with that mouth?
Fucking over there look like a butt bleeder with a popsicle. Oh man, ain't watch that nigga, man. Fucking butt bleeder popsicle ass motherfucker. That's the
Do
shit I
you
don't
kiss
get.
your mother with that mouth?
Running
Oh,
around eating
sir.
all this crazy shit, man. And all you motherfuckers, you fucking transgender gamers flipping back and forth, don't know whether you want to be an Xbox or a PlayStation. And all you motherfuckers that's over there crying, screaming and shit. Microsoft got rid of these companies. Now all of a sudden, all is good once y'all done got your hands on Hellblade 2. That's why sometimes you shouldn't be moving too fast and running your fucking mouth and say stuff. All of a sudden, you motherfucker, y'all good now. And now all of a sudden I see y'all on Twitter taking up for the fucking game. But y'all was the same motherfucker that was screaming, "Why Microsoft got rid of that company?"
Exactly.
Let me understand that shit, man. Cut that bullshit out. Motherfuckers gonna start getting pony by point. I'm telling you. Vodka came up with a pony by point. Start naming all you motherfuckers that's pony by. Motherfuckers suspect.
Mm.
Running around crying and shit like a little bitch. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Grown ass men crying like a little pussy. Like y'all getting paid for them companies. That ain't your goddamn job. You ain't getting paid for that. Fuck them goddamn companies that Microsoft had. I don't give a shit. If they were doing their job, they wouldn't have got cut. And here Microsoft did open up a brand new company within Activision to make a story-driven game. But nobody want to talk about that one. No one
May
thought to
not.
think that Microsoft might send them people over there to another company that they opening up. No one thought about that them people may not even have got fired. They might have had went somewhere else. But y'all want to sit there and cry like a little baby
Like
on
I
shit
said,
that
you
you
go
don't
from
know.
pony bot to pony to pony file.
I'm tired of you fake ass business motherfucker on here. Like y'all know business and shit. I'm tired of y'all fake ass business
The only
motherfuckers.
person
Don't even know
out here
what's
that
going
know
on.
anything about Microsoft's business is Flip Money.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Disclaimer. I don't know what he's talking about. No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't.
Mhm.
Instead of just sitting back
And
and waiting
Flippers
to
is a
see.
CFO.
hmm He's the one
Well,
who hooked Punisher and Sarah Bond up.
you know what they sound like? They sound like a bunch of little fuckers that's running around holding Timothy Tim pockets and shit. Running after Timothy Tim and shit. What the fuck they did? They did a fucking Timothy Tim move. What the fuck you gonna do a Timothy Tim move? Y'all done see that he was wrong. How much of an insider he's supposed to be? He didn't even tell you that Microsoft was getting rid of them goddamn companies. Now y'all motherfuckers crying and shit. I don't even understand y'all weird motherfuckers, man. That's the shit I be saying that they be doing that's weird. Up there listening to Colin and all them motherfuckers. I'm more better of a fucking insider than these motherfuckers is. And fuck Jed Gordon too, because he's a piece of shit and he don't know shit. Listen to fucking
So that's
Jed
another
Gordon.
thing too, is that these fake insiders.
Yeah, listen to
Now
that
we all know
Colin
that
ass.
Sony just closed, what was that, PlayStation London or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Now why didn't these fake insiders say anything about that?
You don't
I
find
They,
that
forgot about
suspicious?
that shit.
yeah, they should
Yeah.
have known about that. Why they didn't
Well,
say nothing? They didn't write no
right?
articles or nothing. They didn't do
Again,
no breaking news. They didn't do no rumors that the studio was closing. They didn't say nothing. How did they not see that coming if they quote unquote insiders?
that's what I want to know. Ain't nobody find that suspicious.
Because that
Sony
shit came
closed
out of
down
nowhere.
shit.
When I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck? Because they didn't even talk about it on Twitter. I saw some random YouTuber talking about it. That's how I found out the studio was closed. Because, like I said, the usual suspects, they didn't talk about it.
Same motherfucker. But yet you still got these little ponies in spaces and shit crying and trying to critique a masterpiece, which is Hellblade 2. I don't know half the niggas on there, but the one motherfucker I do recognize that talk a lot of shit, that fucking that Lemon looked like he was shook and shit when he saw Lemon when they went to that game joint. What's his name? Fuck his name. Gonna come back and he try to talk. Like, how the hell you trying to talk like you know what you talking about a game that you don't even care about? Fuck, what's that weird ass dude name that live in New York? And Lemon was gonna pop that nigga in the mouth. What's his name? Can I think of that little weird dude name? Little weird dude and shit. Oh, what's that dude name? Hold on.
What's that dude live in New York?
Yeah, he live in New York. Little scaredy cat
And
motherfucker.
it,
He act
oh,
like
okay. I was going to say, is it women?
no, huh? No. No,
Well, he
no,
said
he
Saying
Lemon
he
was
was
gonna
a
pop
little.
him in the mouth or something.
yeah, he was talking real crazy to Lemon one time. And Lemon was like, yo, if I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. I forgot his name. I forgot that little
Oh,
weird
you're
nigga
talking
name.
about Alex, I think his name was.
No, not that fucker, not that fat fucker. It was another one.
It was
It was another one.
Alex.
It was another dude that was running his
There
mouth and
was
shit.
all
Lemon
gay.
was gonna put his hands on him because he was talking real crazy to him. Because Lemon didn't understand how this YouTube shit went, that they talk shit like that. Fuck is that little weird dude name, man?
Not Garrett, right?
Nah, not none of them. The dude was on Z Facebook shit, and he had dressed up like a joke, and everybody was clowning his dumb ass. The dressed up looking like the Joker, talking about why so serious. I cannot think of that little fucker name. His ass was in Spaces too the other day, and I'm sitting there listening. They was talking all crazy about Hellblade and shit like that. I'm like, yo, the fuck? This is what y'all do in Spaces? Y'all go in spaces and talk about the Xbox. So that's your new hideout now. So whenever y'all can't get your way and y'all cry like a little pussy, y'all go in spaces and start bitching and shit. Like y'all feel protected in spaces. I'm telling y'all, these dudes sit there in spaces and sit there and just start talking about Xbox shit and stuff. I sent the link to y'all. I sent it to Livewire, y'all, but I figured by the time y'all get it, they might have left. But I was like, I don't know how long they stay in space in the quarter. From what I'm understanding, these motherfuckers be in spaces a lot doing that shit.
Oh, yeah, they
running
been there
high.
all day for hours.
Yeah,
Just
they be
talking shit, yeah.
Jabari, that's that faggot name. Jabari. Jabari bitch ass. He's the main ringleader, dumbass motherfucker. That's the little dude that living half scared and shit. And spaces and shit. Try to
You
act
talking about
all
the one we call Gay Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag I came up with that bullshit. Yeah, that little dude. And then be in there talking mad shit about Xbox. And I'm sitting there listening, and me and Lemon was in there too. I said, yo, what the hell? Lemon was like, you hear this? I said, yeah. Lemon was like, yo, these the dude that we are
That
surrounded
nigga a
by.
pony file.
No, them dude, yeah, they all pony. These the dude that we are surrounded with around. These the dude that's fucking up gaming. These the dude that be running and telling us crazy shit on the fucking internet and don't know what the fuck they talking about.
People be following behind him. That nigga a constant war criminal too.
Yeah, punk ass Jabari and I sit up there, I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Nigga crying like little pussies and shit. I don't give a fuck. I can tell that nigga I called him a pussy. Pussy ass motherfuckers in spaces and shit. All of them like bitches. Every last one was in there like kitchen bitches and shit. Whining and shit.
Suck a
If
pussy
I was
nigga, make it look
if
sexy.
I was Sony, I would shut your ass up. You ain't Sony. If you was Sony, the company's door would have been closed a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about if you was Sony. If you was Sony shit. You wouldn't have did shit if you was Sony. Sitting up there listening. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it was funny because it popped up on my phone and stuff. Because you know what it is. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send some pictures up. Because you gotta upload it. You gotta send it to your phone to send it to Twitter now. On the Xbox. Everybody knows who send pictures to Twitter from their Xbox. You can click on the box and send it to your phone and stuff. Then go on your phone and click on it and send it to Twitter and stuff like that. It don't go directly to Twitter from your Xbox no more. You can send it to your phone. So I like, all right, let me see it here. Let me see what I'm gonna do. And I happen to see it. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I don't know who it is that I'm friend with. I seen in spaces. So I was like, nah, let me go ahead and put this video up. I click on the video. I click on the link, and I hear these motherfuckers in there crying and shit, crying like little kitchen bitches and shit, bunch of pussies. Right? I'm like, these niggas are like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how y'all crying about something that y'all say y'all didn't like? Y'all said the fucking game was gonna be trash. So why y'all crying about it? Oh, this shit is weird, man. Tell them little pussy, man. These dudes are straight up fucking pussy. You can sell them flip money, said it. All of them is bitch ass pussies. Well, Jazz said, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about what Jazz said. Fuck that popsicle sitting ass down. I don't give a fuck about him. All he do is suck on popsicle and stick it up his ass. Fuck out of here. Him and Timothy Tim Dog. With that weird motherfucker, with that meathead motherfucker, that fat meathead motherfucker. The man with the million.
Are you talking about Rand?
Yeah, Rand. Fucking baby Huey looking ass. Motherfuckers in spaces crying. I ain't never seen no shit like that. The fuck you worrying about something that Microsoft ain't worrying about? I'm like, the fuck is this shit? Man, let me sitting there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what is this?
You can't get jiggy with this shit.
Well, Call of Duty is going to be in Game Pass day one, and fuck that. And shit, that old big flop.
When has Call of Duty ever flopped?
I don't know. But being though that Microsoft
The
had it,
only
it's all
time Call of Duty, the only time Call of Duty has ever flopped is when it doesn't do what Activision calls it good. But to most games, that shit is great.
I mean, like, yo, man, that shit, the shit is shit. I'm sitting there like, why? Why did I come in here and hear this dumb shit? If I
I
was
don't know.
Microsoft, if I was Sony, I would have just bought Call. Man, shut up. With what money? What money do Sony got to buy Call of Duty?
Exactly.
If I
And
was
plus, Activision wouldn't have sold it separately
Go
anyway.
fund me.
Why would Activision sell their biggest franchise? Because if that's the case, Microsoft could have did the same thing. They could have just bought Call of Duty.
I just kept moving.
They could have bought Call of Duty and King and said fuck everything else.
When them motherfuckers crying about, they was crying about to the oh man, the Purdy with the trigger. Man, they was saying, I'm like, yo, why are we still talking about this? Why they still worrying about that? Why you worrying about Call of Duty is going to be on the next console is going to be what they were saying it was going to be a Xbox release game. Why the fuck do you care if you get it? Again, what did y'all say again? If Game Pass is welfare, if you're gonna call Game Pass welfare or whatever, why the fuck do you give a shit? What benefit is that going to do for you that Game Pass is welfare and Call of Duty going in there? So because Microsoft bought the goddamn company, they not supposed to have no privileges. So we not supposed to have no privileges.
Nope, only PlayStation.
Fucking weird ass motherfuckers, man. All them dudes. I said this shit. Them dudes is like fucking females, man. I'm telling you. These fucking
You know what they say?
females.
It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Motherfuckers,
And
they
that's
all
exactly
fucking
what's
females,
happening.
man. Crying ass motherfuckers. Like, I don't get this shit. These niggas just run the spaces to high and talk. They do not say this shit on the internet or I'm sorry, on YouTube and say all that shit. They go right in there and it be the same people in there crying. I'm like, man, come on. Just sitting there talking about what they would have did. You wouldn't have did shit because you don't got no money or no business, no how. Fuck out of here. How the fuck you gonna tell me what you would have did and shit? I'm just being all jokes aside. I ain't playing. I'm being serious though. All jokes aside, how you gonna say what you would have did and shit, and Sony couldn't do it? And Sony was a billion dollar company, a multi-billion dollar company. So how you think you're gonna do something better than a company that makes money, even though they lose their money? How you gonna do something better?
Shit, Sony ain't got enough money. They have to go get another company just to make a bid for Paramount.
Right, and that deal ain't even go through.
So they damn shareholders probably told them to pull out. I think I seen something somewhere where they said the shareholders having some kind of concerns or something like that
Yeah,
about them making that bid.
what Sony wanted to do is they want to select it. They just want Paramount streaming service. That's what they really want. They want selective games, selective movies and stuff like that. That's what they want. And Paramount, again, I'm sorry, not Paramount. The company that owns Paramount is National Amusement. They're not going for that. The Redstone family is not going for that. They're not breaking it up and selling it like that. They selling the whole kit and caboodle. Whatever that's in there that they're selling is what they're selling. And Sony trying to do some backhand slick shit. Well, I just want this. Well, you can just go suck a dick.
And that's why I think Microsoft should swoop in and buy it.
I don't know if Microsoft want to get into the movie production and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they should though. Like with
Oh,
all these franchises they get, when also with the success of Halo and Fallout TV shows,
But the thing is not only would you have to be responsible for a lot of the other stuff that Paramount produces,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
maybe something Xbox ain't ready for.
yeah. They know. Yeah,
They can
Microsoft.
be They can be ready for the production when it comes to the TV shows off of their games, but
Yeah, getting them
everything
to get.
else that
They,
Paramount got going on, they probably not interested in all that.
yeah, they're not gonna do. Microsoft not ready to
But
do
no,
no
that's why you leave the same
movie.
people in place. Like you don't
No,
go in there and start firing people. You leave them in
no, but
place, but still,
no, but Paramount itself is just getting back together because Paramount was not doing well. Paramount was
At
not doing
all,
well.
it wasn't.
Was
Yeah,
not
you're
doing
right.
well.
mm,
It was not doing. They hired a black boy that came in and fixed it up, and he got sick. Then somebody else got it and continued on his work. I forgot his name. Big black boy. He got sick or whatever. Then they had got somebody else to come in to continue on helping out with Paramount and stuff. Because Paramount was separated. It was still under National Amusement, but it was separated because Paramount owned CBS. So CBS Paramount is the movie division of CBS and a lot of other stuff that National Amusement have. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, it wasn't doing well. Then Sharon Redstone got it back together, hired the right people to do it, and some of them left. So that means they will be inherited in someone else's problem, and they don't want to do that. That wouldn't be good business
They're
practice.
already doing that shit right now.
Right. They're already doing that with gaming stuff. So they don't want to do that with movies. Don't get it wrong. Gaming is making money and stuff, but movies, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot to handle. That is a lot to handle. I'm saying I'm not gonna say they may never get into movies and stuff. I mean they quite well they are. But owning a movie studios and stuff like Sony, being in a position with Sony with the movies, I don't think they want to do that. That's too much.
but you might be right because they did try it once before. Remember?
Right.
But then they shut all that stuff down. So
Right. Yeah. Remember the streaming in the movies and deals that they was doing. Right.
mhm.
Microsoft ain't trying to stay nowhere near that. Consider what happened with the Xbox One, Xbox One era. The whole fucking tobacco TV. Only
Yeah,
way.
but
Only
I think
way.
they did good with that Quantum Break though.
Right.
I wish they would have made more games like that instead of just
The
walking
best
away
thing.
from it.
The best thing that Microsoft could have done if it came down to something like that will be is to if they was to buy that or whatever. If they was to buy that or whatever, that means they would have to let it be its own entity. Microsoft
Well, yeah,
wouldn't
that's what
take
I'm saying. Just buy it, but don't leave all the people in place.
nah, but we don't know if
Don't
them
just come
people
in there and try to take over, right away.
no, but you don't know if them people in place are good. Them people in place may not stay there. Them people in place may not stay there. Cause you have to think about it. It's a reason why they selling Paramount. You know what I'm saying? So and I know about this years ago when I was telling Bone hard headed ass. And he was like, nah, and he told me, so I'm like, dog. I'm telling like rumors heavily around in the movie business that she getting all that together and then she going to sell Paramount, the Redstone family, and I knew that. I already knew that the written on the wall. They did say that. That shit been leaked out years ago when they came out with Discovery and stuff. It wasn't doing good. That's why I was saying like a lot of that stuff was not doing good. That's why they had old boy came in, fix it. He got sick, and that was it. That was it. Somebody else came and took it over, whatever, and fixed it and stuff, and put back CBS under it and stuff. Because under a CBS, because then that means they have to handle a television, a live television network. They will have to handle that too. In other words, they will be like National Amusement. But if you don't understand, National Amusement owns BET, MTV, VH1, We Network. That's who owns all that shit. People don't know that. They own that shit. But listen here, people, we gonna get off here. We done jibber jabbing around our mouth too much or whatever.
You
Next
see,
week,
Loudbar done fell asleep.
uh-huh.
Your
Yeah, I knew he
live
was gonna fall asleep.
disappeared.
No, I knew I was gonna fall asleep. I looked at the time. and stuff. I knew you was gonna fall asleep. Listen here, man. We're gonna holler at y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week. For those who want to come in a party. I said party. God damn it. Want to come in the party and rock with us? You know what I'm saying? You more than welcome to come on in. You know what I'm saying? Or well,
100 got a
other than,
BBL.
oh shit. Other than chaos, you see your name. I mean, just hit me up, Mr. Flip, or Punisher Revenge or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And for people, I don't know if it's y'all, if it's somebody else, be trying to send me friend requests. Just say who you are, cause I don't know who. I don't give a fuck if you say, "Yo, I'm one of the people that watch the podcast or whatever." Something like. Let me know who you are or whatever, cause I understand people's names is different on Xbox Live than this goddamn YouTube shit. But thanks for rocking out with us. We holler at y'all next week. And always remember, there's always a pony bot within the midst of you. They're always around us. There's a pony bot
Mhm.
always around us. Pay attention to that shit. If it's your family member, ignore them. They don't know no better. But pony bots are around us. If these motherfuckers on YouTube, watch it. Because there's a lot of Xbox channels popping up, and I don't know where the fuck they come from. All of a sudden, we got a lot of Xbox channels out of nowhere. The PlayStation numbers still got us on YouTube and social media, whatever. But the Xbox, but I'm telling you, watch out, watch our back, yo. These ponies out here with popsicles. They're trying to stick popsicles and Xbox butt and shit. Watch that shit.
Out there planning their next war crime.
Yeah, watch that shit. All right, people, have a good one and have a wonderful holiday. Good night.
Yep. Deuces.